Alright, everybody, I just set up a few links in case other people want to join. But for this stream, I'm going to be doing my 2022 edition of my Sesame Street DVD collection. And I let Movie&GameLover98 know I sent him the link to the stream. I am gonna close the door real quick. Here we go.
Hey, Flicka.
Do you know what the title of this stream is called?
Sesame Street DVD collection?
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking maybe I could include this as well in the stream just to combine them both, if that's fine.
Well, we'll be doing a Dragon Tales collection tomorrow, though, so...
Okay, well, okay. Well, hopefully at a certain time tomorrow.
And also, you didn't notice? Today was my brother's birthday.
Wow, happy birthday to your brother.
He is 16 years old. He was born in 2006.
Wow. That was 2 years after Jake Martin was born.
Alright. So, we're going to start with the Sesame Street DVDs. The first ones we're going to be doing are the ones released by Sony Wonder. Now the Sony Wonder DVDs of Sesame Street, these are the ones that I have the most.
Yep.
I'm doing good. You? So anyway, here is the first Sesame Street DVD release to ever be released. the very first Sesame Street release ever to be released on DVD, and that is called Sesame Street's 25th Birthday, a Musical Celebration.
Yep, I'm trying to get that special on DVD.
And of course, this special originally was released in 1993 by Random House Home Video, and then it was re-released by Sony Wonder on VHS in 1996, and then in 1997 it finally got a DVD release.
Yep. I know the DVD was from 1997, so I guess I could mention some release dates of some stuff. I know that DVD was released in
July 1st of 1997 is when the
Yes.
DVD was released.
Yes, before the Thomas Home Media release, Thomas Meets the Queen released on VHS.
Now, this one says, everyone's invited as Sesame Street celebrates its 25th birthday. The whole family will want to sing along with this special hour-long collection of favorite Sesame Street songs featuring C's for Cookie, Being Green, Monster in the Mirror, and many, many more. Ernie sings a medley of Ducky songs, including Do the Rubber Duck, Put Down the Ducky, the Honker Ducky Dinger Jamboree, and of course, Rubber Ducky. And Big Bird leads the whole cast in a rousing finale of Sing. You're sure to treasure this wonderful collector's edition of Sesame Street for years to come. And if you notice on the back of this thing, it lists the songs. I'm doing pretty good. And anyway, so
Yeah?
the songs on this DVD, we go into the program start, and then there's the Sesame Street theme. This one is the Calypso version of the theme that was heard beginning in November of 1992, beginning of the 24th season of Sesame Street. And this has a special version of the Calypso theme with kids enjoying a nice day at the park, along with other Muppet characters like Elmo, Ernie, and Bert, and Grover in addition.
Yep.
And then it also has Adventure, sung by En Vogue, Doo-Wop Pop, the a cappella version of Doo-Wop Pop, not the one with Kermit the Frog on there for some reason.
Yeah.
And then the Batty Bat, Alligator King number 7, I Love Trash, Count It Higher, Rubber Ducky, the Honker Ducky Dinger Jamboree, Put Down the Ducky, Do the Rubber Duck. They don't play all 4 of those songs in its entirety. They just show brief medleys of them.
Yeah, I think it's like, I'll mention this because I know, for a fact, I know that they do this in the Wiggles.
Oops. Here we go.
Whoa, shoot. I don't know what happened there. I wasn't doing anything. I was saying yes, it's from, I think when they do this in the Wiggles Live Hot Potatoes, but towards the end of the concert, they do a different version of Quack Quack, a.k.a. Captain Feathersword fell asleep on his pirate ship. What it reminds me of, yeah. They do this like short remixes of them, yeah.
And then after those song medleys sung by Ernie, we of course have a Sesame Street jam session. And then there's C is for Cookie, Monster in the Mirror, I'm an Aardvark, Fuzzy and Blue, Skin, Being Green, Happy Tapping with Elmo, Doing the Pigeon, Dance Myself to Sleep, Feel the Beat / Dance, I Don't Want to Live on the Moon, We Are All Earthlings, and then Lady Smith Black Mambazo appears in the 26th chapter, and then the finale called Sing.
Yep.
It is approximately 60 minutes long. And a fun fact.
Full hour long, yeah.
And a fun fact about this special, Sesame Street's 25th birthday, a musical celebration, after it was released on VHS in 1993, it later aired on television in March of 1994 called Sesame Street Jam, a musical celebration. Back on PBS.
Yeah, and I know that's yes, we know this whatchamacallit thing of Sesame Street was around before Zoe appeared on Sesame Street.
It was originally released on VHS back in October of 1993, and season 25 premiered in November. So this was very shortly before season 25 premiered.
So season 25 was the season Zoe appeared, right?
Yeah. Now, what
Okay.
is interesting is that it takes place between season 24 and season 25 because you see some of the human cast members that would be introduced in the 25th season, but none of the Muppet ones like Zoe appear.
Yeah, that's what I noticed too.
And if you notice, here's the disc. Now, if you
Yep,
look at the
blue
disc
disc.
art, it shows the semicircle Children's Television Workshop logo in the disc art, indicating that it's a later print of this DVD.
Yep.
Now, at the beginning of this tape, this is one of those DVDs that does not have a DVD menu, apparently.
Yeah, what a shame because I know well, there are some Wiggles releases I have that unfortunately they don't have a menu when after the whole program's over.
All right.
A few of them.
At the beginning of the Sesame Street DVD release, it's got the FBI warning, and then the Sony Wonder logo, and then the 1983 Children's Television Workshop Sparks logo, and it has the regular bells clanging tune on this DVD of A Musical Celebration, whereas on the VHS released in 1993, it would have the electronic synth sounds in the logo, since the bells clanging one wasn't used until the Best of Elmo beginning in 1994. And then after this, it has the Sesame Street Home Video logo from 1996. And of course, it has the Sesame Street Muppets building something in there. After that, it's got the title card, and it has the Sesame Street theme, the Calypso version, with kids enjoying a day at the park, and then we go right to the program. And at the very end, we go into the last few seconds of the song Sing, and then we go straight to the end credits. And when the DVD is over, the DVD stops by itself. Because
kind of like a VHS in a way.
Kind of. But
well,
this is a very early DVD release, so that's why they didn't have a DVD menu back then. So in other words, the DVD stops itself.
Well, yeah. Even though I know, yeah, as you're getting the next release, I want to tell you this. I watched this clip of Sesame Street on YouTube, Flicka, where Mr. Rogers, or Fred Rogers from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, went to visit Sesame Street.
Oh, yes, and there was actually a Mr. Rogers episode from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood where Big Bird visits Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Yeah, that's kind of a crossover for Sesame Street in a way. Also, like how Big Bird, one of my friends who likes Between the Lions, Big Bird made a crossover cameo in one of the Between the Lions episodes.
And I know that Kermit the Frog made a crossover cameo in a Reading Rainbow episode, actually.
Yeah, that's also related to the Muppet stuff. Well, anything in Sesame Street. But yeah, let's go.
This next DVD release is a DVD release, the only DVD that is released in 1998. And that one is called Elmo-Palooza.
Yep. We released it.
30 years of songs and laughs. It was released on June 3rd of 1998.
Yes, funny enough, came 10 days before I was born.
Yeah. And it's got many guest stars. It's got Cindy Crawford, En Vogue, Gloria Estefan, the Fugees, Kenny Loggins, the Mighty Mighty Bosstones, Conan O'Brien, Chris Rock, Jon Stewart, Rosie O'Donnell, Richard Belzer, David Allen Greer, and Sean Colvin.
Sean Colvin, that's a cool name. And I know you told me that one scene in Elmo Palooza, like I told you, like that when we did it, when you showed me did a stream in the first one of your first stream in your new area, it reminds me of the Blue's Clues episode Love Day from season 6. Like similar thing, I hate the part when Paprika was crying in Love Day when her dad didn't love her anymore, and that made me almost cry too.
Well, that's what it was.
What?
That's what it was like. Well, speaking of which, that scene in Elmo Palooza where Elmo was crying because he thinks everything was his fault when he accidentally messed up the stage, even after Big Bird told him that it wasn't his fault. It was Rosie O'Donnell's fault because she was the one that accidentally got Elmo flying off the stage, causing things to crash.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Elmo feels deeply saddened by the fact because he thought that he has ruined everything, or what he thought was going to be a perfect show for him, that he thought he messed up, even though he didn't mess up.
Yeah.
And it sounded like Elmo's not a big guy. Elmo's a little monster. Too little. Everybody was having this nice party to sing Sesame Street songs, and Elmo messed it all up. Well, Elmo's not going to ruin anything anymore. Elmo's leaving.
And then Big Bird explains.
And then after that scene, David Alan Grier actually burst into tears saying, Elmo, don't go!
Oh my god. Way too much dramatic, emotional stuff.
And then Jon Stewart is like, play Kenny Loggins' One Small Voice. And then David Alan Grier says, John, please, we're not taking requests right now. Oh yeah, I remember that script at the beginning, and I'll repeat that. It's like, anyway, you better introduce the first song. Tell the audience that the next one's a great one that will leave them singing with joy, whistling with excitement, and dancing with their seats. And then Emma asks, sure, but what's the song? And then David Alan Grier is like, I don't know. Somebody ate my script.
Oh my god.
And then it turns out that it was Cookie Monster, and then he burps it out. That is hilarious.
Yeah.
Especially when David Alan Grier did a dramatic voice like saying, somebody ate my script! Anyway.
Yep.
And it says, join the Sesame Street Muppets for an all-star celebration of 30 years of songs and laughs. But despite the fact that it's called Elmo Palooza, Elmo's not the only main character. We also have a couple of characters that sometimes make appearances in the special as well, like Big Bird, Grover, Cookie Monster, Telly Monster, and Baby Bear, and Zoe, and even Prairie Dawn. Heck, even Oscar the Grouch gets a couple of lines in this special as well.
Yeah. Oh. I don't know that.
And the running time on this DVD is 50 minutes.
And yep, there's the disc.
And here's
pretty yellow disc.
Disc for Elmo Palooza.
Too bad they don't put yellow artwork on their Bob the Builder DVD releases, because the cases are yellow.
And about the special, it actually aired on ABC in February of 1998 before it was released on VHS in April and on DVD in June.
You know, that's also like a reminiscence of like this one guy said in Thomas and Friends, his Thomas and Friends home media reviews.
And then it actually re-aired on PBS in March of 1999.
About a year after it was on ABC. Well, it's kind of like how this one guy said in his Thomas and Friends home media reviews. He said that the special Misty Island Rescue aired on TV a few days before it came out on physical media in September 2010.
And
yeah.
At the beginning of this DVD, it also starts off with the FBI warning, but then after the FBI warning, you actually get to the DVD menu. This is the very first Sesame Street DVD to have a DVD menu.
Yes, in chronological order, because I've shown you the Sesame Street Old School Volume 1 set already.
And then when you push the play button on this DVD, otherwise known as...
Good night, my dear boy. It was so nice to see you in your new home. I love you. Mwah! Bye.
Pardon me, folks. That was just my maternal grandmother speaking.
Maternal grandmother? I've never heard something like that before.
It means a grandmother on your mom's side.
Oh, well, usually I just call my grandmother still my grandmother, it's either on one of my parents' sides.
So anyway, what I was trying to say was,
yes,
after the FBI warning on this DVD, this is the very first DVD to contain a DVD menu. And then when you push the Start Program button, you would see the Sony Wonder logo, but it's cut short and it ends earlier than usual. And then it's got the 1997 Children's Television Workshop semicircle logo that does not have the word Play It Smart. And then after that, it has the Sesame Street Home Video logo from 1996. And then we go right to the program for Elmo-Palooza. And then at the very end, it's got the last few seconds of the special, the end credits, and then there's, of course, the copyright screen. Although this special is from 1998, it does not have a Sesame Street.com bumper from 1998 to 2001, unlike the other releases from 1998 on VHS that did have it. And then after the copyright screen, you get into sure. Yeah.
Bye-bye, James. Love you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Now, that was my maternal grandfather.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, let's get...
But anyway, after the end credits, we have the copyright screen, and then we go back to the DVD menu for Elmo-Palooza.
At least this one, yes, it goes straight back to the menu after the thing's over.
Street DVDs after this one also have a DVD menu.
Yeah, it's kind of like, yes, how the program's over, it just takes you back to the menu, kind of like some of the movies would, or just anything. And also, yes, I want to tell you my very first Elmo's World DVD I got, Flicka. Well, we're not there quite yet, but I'll just tell you it as you're getting the next...
The Elmo's World, the very first Elmo's World DVD release, once we get into releases from 2001. We already got to a release from 1997 to 1998. Now we're going to get into two Sesame Street DVDs that were released near the end of 1999.
Okay, well, and before we get to that, I don't know which season of Sesame Street did Elmo appear, but it was in 1984.
It was season 16.
16? Wow. So, like, I know that was 9 years before.
Well, season 16 was when Elmo was first voiced by Kevin Clash and became a major character. He became a background character earlier in the seasons, but he didn't become a major character until 1984.
Yeah, I think maybe Count Von Count was before Elmo as well. Or if he was between Elmo and Zoe, that's fine.
He was way before Elmo. He was like in 1971 or 1972.
So that one of those seasons of the 70s, or always one of the first few seasons.
Like, probably around season 3 or season 4 is when the count appeared.
Yeah, I
And
know that.
As you know,
Yeah.
Big Bird, Oscar the Grouch, Ernie, and Bert were introduced since the very first episode in 1969.
Yeah, along with Cookie Monster. Yeah.
So this next DVD release is from 1999, released on November 9th of 1999. This is a DVD version of Do the Alphabet.
Yep, you said November of 1999. That was after Dragon Tale's first premiere on PBS Kids.
November
And
9th, 1999 is when this DVD was released.
Yep, I said months after Dragon Tales came out on PBS Kids, and when the Thomas Home Media released 10 Years of Thomas released on VHS.
And, however, it didn't wound up getting a DVD release until 2005.
Yes, I know that.
And the DVD of 10 Years of Thomas actually has the engine roll call playing in the DVD menus.
Despite it has the classic series intro and end credits, and the DVD was from August 23rd, 2005.
All right.
Yep.
Now, I'm going to read the description. Do the Alphabet was a 1996 Sesame Street direct-to-video special. It was originally released on VHS back on February 6th of 1996.
So that was after Thomas's Friends Help Out got a VHS release, so a few days after that.
And it says, now the description for it says, get ready to sing, dance, and laugh all the way from A to Z. When Baby Bear has trouble remembering his letters, he goes to the one bird in the world who can help him. Big Bird's amazing learning method, which features songs, games, and special surprises, makes learning the letters as easy as ABC. It's 26 times the fun when you learn the alphabet with Big Bird and friends. And it's got the songs Do the Alphabet, the D song, which is DDD, sung by Ernie.
Yep.
J Friends, the Alphabet song, which is sung by Billy Joel.
Billy Joel.
Also one of the singers in the Oliver and Company film.
Yep.
Tea Dance, Boogie Woogie Piggies, Alphabet Blues, and the Alphabet Jungle song, which the Alphabet Jungle song would actually also be heard at the beginning of the Alphabet Jungle game before the title card.
Interesting.
It is 45 minutes long.
Ooh, yeah.
Here's the disc for Do the Alphabet. It's pink.
Pink? Especially because breast cancer awareness is on its way. Good to have stuff in pink.
Well, now, when the DVD is in the player, it first takes you to the DVD menu. Then when you push the play button, it has the FBI warning and the Sony Wonder logo. And then it has the 1983 Children's Television Workshop Sparks logo make a surprise appearance. And it's got the regular bells clanging tune, like the Best of Elmo VHS release. Even though this DVD is from November 1999, even though the packaging is the semicircle logo on the back cover and the disc art.
Yeah.
It still has the 83 CTW logo at the beginning.
Oh, yeah. I mentioned to you, yes, it's kind of like that one Thomas DVD from 2007. Despite it has the new hit logo on the packaging and on the disc, and at the beginning, it still uses the old hit logo at the end for some reason. Yes. That would be Milkshake Ball February of 07.
And yes, it has the 83 CTW logo at the beginning. It does not have the 97 logo at all, even though it's a 99 release.
Yeah.
And it's got the Sesame Street Home Video logo. And then, of course, it has the 1996 Sesame Street Home Video logo on this DVD. Although on the VHS from 1996, it has a cut short version of the 1986 My Sesame Street Home Video logo with Cookie Monster taking a bite out of the street sign.
Yep.
Now, after the Sesame Street home video logo, we go right to the title card and then the program. And at the end of this DVD, it has the last few seconds of the program, and then after the program's over, it has, of course, the end credits with the 1996 copyright date intact, considering that it was originally released in 1996 on VHS.
Yeah.
And then we go into the DVD menu.
Yeah, I know you said yes, that has the original saying it was originally released on VHS in 1996, but it's listed on the packaging, but the DVD's from 1999.
Yes.
Trying to think. There might have been some other celebrities who went to go visit Sesame Street besides Fred Rogers from Mr. Rogers, and Big Bird surprisingly went to Mr. Rogers' World.
I know Alec Baldwin actually appeared in the Sesame Street sketch.
Oh, he did? In a certain season episode?
In a certain sketch.
Okay, sketch.
He's riding a bicycle.
And I know he said something in that sketch. I don't know what it is.
Here's another DVD release. This one is from December 14th of 1999, on the other hand, and this is called 1, 2, 3, Count With Me.
You said December 14th, 1999. That was before Stuart Little came out to theaters.
And it was also 1 week before Columbia TriStar Home Video released The Adventures of Elmo and Grouchland on VHS and DVD.
Huh, despite it came out in theaters in the fall of 1999, but they didn't release it on VHS and DVD till very late in 1999, because that's what they did with Muppets from Space and the other films of 1999.
And now 1, 2, 3, Count With Me was a 1997 direct-to-video compilation video that was originally released on VHS back on July 8th of 1997.
Yeah.
And the spine and the back, and it says, count on Ernie to make learning numbers a musical treat. Today, he's stopping by the furry arms to show everyone just how easy and useful learning to count can be. Adding to the fun, Elmo and, of course, the Count help out with musical numbers of their own. Soon, everyone agrees, whether it's 3 frisky puppies, 6 hungry penguins, or 15 stampeding elephants, counting is as
stampeding elephants.
And it says, counting is as easy as 1, 2, 3. And here are the songs. It's got That's How the Numbers Go, 1, Count It, 1, 2, 3, 5, Jive with Elmo Hammer, 7, Goldfish, Martian Beauty number 9, Counting Vacation, Rap Song number 11, Honk Around the Clock, and Count With Me. This is one of the releases released before the semicircle era before the CTW semicircle era of Sesame Street, to have Steve Whitmire play Ernie doing a major role.
Yeah.
Because as you know, Ernie was originally voiced by Jim Henson up until 1990, and then nobody was able to voice him until 1993, when Steve Whitmire took over.
Well, does Steve Whitmire still voice Ernie to this day in Sesame Street, or does someone else take over as well?
No, I think Steve Whitmire stopped voicing Ernie in 2014. Then Billy Barkhurst took over, but he voiced Ernie for a limited time. And now Peter Linz does the voice of Ernie.
Yeah.
The running time on this DVD is 30 minutes.
Only 30 minutes. That's like a minute shy, like I know that this one person said about this one release had an error in the running time. But yeah, there's the disc, darkish blue. It's kind of like almost like the Thomas Journey.
For 1, 2, 3, Count With Me, it is a very, very dark blue.
It's almost like equivalent of the Thomas Journey Beyond Solar DVD disc, where it's a standard, very, very dark blue instead of putting artwork on the disc. Yeah.
Yeah, even though this DVD is from 1999. And just like with Duty Alphabet, 1, 2, 3 Count With Me starts off at the DVD menu. And then when you push the play button, it's got the FBI warning, the Sony Wonder logo. And then just like with the Duty Alphabet DVD, this DVD of 1, 2, 3 Count With Me also has the 1983 Children's Television Workshop Sparks logo make a surprise appearance at the beginning, even though the semicircle logo is on the packaging and stuff. But this DVD of 1, 2, 3 Count With Me uses the electronic synth sounds that were first heard when the logo was first used in 1983, instead of the Best of Elmo variant that was heard in 1994.
Yep.
And then after the 83 CTW logo, it's got the Sesame Street Home Video logo, and then, of course, there is the title card and the start of the program, and then at the very end, we have the last few seconds of the special with Count With Me being the last song. And then, of course, we have the end credits, and with the 1997 copyright date intact. And then after that, we go into the DVD menu.
Okay, as you're getting the next release, I'm going to tell you, when I played this Get Set to Learn, when I played the Get Set to Learn PC game of Sesame Street, the one part that also like it scares me, when you do a challenge on Big Bird's game, Count It Up, 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 the monkey's kiss just, it just blushes me. I almost blushed and I just got a stroke almost. Well, I don't know if you played it. Well, I don't know if you played it before. Like a Get Set to Learn, where you can play Big Bird's game, Count It Up, Up, Up.
I haven't played that game.
I say give it a try. Well, if you have a computer to play it, that's good. The game can be.
I don't have the game.
I mean, it can be hard to find because I remember having it since I was little. But I always play Cookie's Cookie game with Cookie Monster the best when I start the game.
All right, next up, we already looked at this in earlier videos. Next up, we get into the 6 VHS releases that were the 6 DVD releases that were released on October 30th of 2001.
Yep. So October 30th, 2001. Yes, we all know that was like after Thomas. Best of Thomas was on VHS and DVD at the same time. So this is about a month after that.
Speaking of which, this first one is called The Best of Elmo.
Was originally released on VHS in the 90s.
1994. 1994 is when it was originally released on VHS by Random House Home Video. And it was the last video to be released under the My Sesame Street Home Video lineup.
Yeah. Yep.
And
so we're showing the first with Best of character, like we said with Best of Thomas character release. Yeah.
It was re-released on VHS by Sony Wonder in 1996.
Oh, so I got another VHS release, but this is the first DVD release. Well, I think this is the only DVD release of the Best of Elmo.
There's actually a Genius Entertainment reprint of this DVD as well, which has completely different artwork, but I got the original Sony Wonder edition because I mostly grew up with the DVDs from the Sony Wonder era.
Yeah, it's like I grew up with those old Hit Entertainment logo variations of Thomas releases by Anchor Bay and Hit Entertainment. So yeah.
And it says, he's curious, he's cuddly, he's everyone's favorite furry friend. Come along with Elmo and friends as they relive some of their favorite moments from Sesame Street. Whether he's performing a rousing dance number, explaining the difference between light and heavy, singing silly songs, or clowning around with special guest star Whoopi Goldberg, Elmo's antics are sure to make you smile. And it's got the songs One Fine Face, Imagination, Happy Tappin' with Elmo, Five Jive with Elmo, Hammer Free, Heavy and Light, The Sound That's in the Air, and Elmo's Song.
Elmo
The original
song. Yep.
version of Elmo's song with Elmo, Big Bird, and Mr. Snuffleupagus singing.
Yeah, you're saying Elmo, Big Bird, and Snuffy, right?
Yeah. Also known as Mr. Snuffleupagus, the one who goes, "Oh dear."
Yeah. That's what I know.
Running
Yeah.
time is 30 minutes.
Another one with just 30 minutes. And another yellow disc.
Here's a disc for the best of Elmo. It's yellow, but with purple writing instead of blue.
Yeah, it's different writing, yeah. But just different writing, yeah.
Now, at the beginning of this DVD of the best of Elmo, it has the FBI warning, the Sony Wonder logo, and then the Sesame Workshop logo with the red roof and the purple house.
Mm-hmm.
And then it fades to a black screen and goes to the DVD menu. And then when you push the play button, it has the late 1996 Sesame Street home video and audio trailer make a surprise appearance, even though it was
Wow.
used on VHS releases of Sesame Street beginning in 1997.
Yeah, it's kind of like these comic VHS tapes from the 2000s. One of them is the only one to feature the VHS promo at the beginning before the program starts. Well, yeah, you know why. I know Best of Tom's.
After the Sesame Street home video and audio trailer from 1996, it has previews for Elmo Size and Sesame Street Platinum of all-time favorites. And then you see the FBI warning again, and then the Sony Wonder logo again, and then it's got the Sesame Workshop logo with the red roof and purple house logo, with the red roof and purple house yet again. And then it's got the Sesame Street home video logo, but with the word 1, 2, 3 at the top of the Sesame Street sign instead of CTW, since it is a later release. And then, we go into the title card and the start of the program. Whereas the 1994 and 96 VHS releases have the 1983 Children's Television Workshop Sparks logo with the bells clanging, and then the My Sesame Street home video logo with Cookie Monster taking a bite out of the street sign with the Calypso version of the Sesame Street theme playing instead of the harmonica one, and then the title card and stuff. But unfortunately, this DVD has the CTW and My Sesame Street home video logos plastered by the Sesame Workshop and Sesame Street home video logos from 1996 with the word 1, 2, 3 at the top.
Yeah. I noticed that before. But I say, yeah.
And then after the title card, we go right to the program. Now at the very end of this DVD, after Elmo's song, we get into one more scene in which, in this scene, a honker is sad because he doesn't think he can live without an Elmo original.
Oh, that's too sad. Too bad.
And then after Elmo gives the honker his last picture, now Elmo is the one that feels sad because he doesn't have a picture for the Monster Art Show.
Oh no. He has to think. He has to try his hardest, and he thinks he's gonna try and give up. But I don't think he's ever gonna give up. Well, I don't know, because I haven't.
Well, he's sad because he made a difficult decision. He's sad because he gave all of the pictures away because everybody loved them, and now he doesn't have a picture for it.
So I guess like what he does is basically get a picture from.
Well, he does end up. His friends do end up giving back Elmo's pictures at the very end.
Well, that was nice of them, yeah.
Now, this is one of the times where Zoe was less annoying to Elmo, because it wasn't until the very late 90s where Zoe really annoyed Elmo by showing off Zoe's pet rock, Rocco, which Elmo repeatedly tells her that it's just a rock.
God. Well, at least Zoe feels sorry for Elmo, and like towards the end of this program on video, yeah.
Yeah, and you know who else guest stars in it besides Whoopi Goldberg and Sonia Manzano, who does Maria. Ruth Buzzy also is a guest star in this special as well because she does the voice of Rufy, the finders keepers owner of the Around the Corner of Sesame Street. And she before she appeared on Sesame Street as Rufy, she was the voice of Mama Bear in the 1980s version of the Berenstain Bears before being a Sesame Street cast member beginning in 1993 in season 25.
Yep.
Now after the last scene, we go into the end credits, and then there's a screen that says, "Special thanks for making this DVD happen." On every single release from October 30th of 2001, there are different color backgrounds. On this one, it's on a purple background on the screen. And then after this, you go back to the DVD menu.
Yeah, and also while you're getting the next release, I wanted to show you that I did get Dragon Tales Playing Fair Makes Playing Fun from. It came from my eBay listing just a few days ago.
My advice to you: do not watch No Hitter. It's just as bad as Bully for You, if not worse.
Well, I could show you really quick. Let me just bring it up to the screen. Yep, here it is. Playing Fair Makes Playing Fun. Which we're going to save for the... Well, I could just show you it really quick, but I'll just say we're going to show it off in the collection for Dragon Tales for another time.
Like tomorrow.
Yes, hopefully at a certain time tomorrow, because I got to take care of other stuff around my apartment tomorrow. Hopefully just the same time tomorrow.
Which Dragon Tales DVDs have you not watched yet?
I have still not... Well, I haven't watched this, We Can Solve It Together, and Whenever I'm Afraid yet. I mean, sometimes I can get over some of those parts in the episodes, but when I get to the I Believe in Me episode, I'm just going to play music from Video Games and Thomas. But this one, yes, I'm going to skip No Hitter because it's bad.
If not worse than Bully for You.
And this... Yep, I'll just show you. I don't want to spoil anything for the collection thing tomorrow.
Now,
yeah.
I don't know what's worse. Cassie crying because she doesn't know how to stand up for a bully, or Ord crying because Max kicked him in the tail.
I think Ord crying so hard when Max kicked his tail, that's very loud and annoying.
Do you think that's even worse than Cassie's crying in Bully for You?
Yes. But yeah, let me go ahead and move this DVD out of the way so you can show me the next Sesame Street release, as I wanted to show you this release, but I'll save it for when we show the collection of Dragon Tales tomorrow, hopefully at a certain time tomorrow night.
Alright, next up, we go into the Great Numbers Game.
The Great Numbers Game, released in... Well, it was released the same day. All of them are from 2001.
It was released on the same day as the others.
So,
it was released on the same day as the DVD of The Best of Elmo, so that's why all 6 of them were released on October 30th of 2001, and this is the second one that I'm showing.
Yeah.
The VHS was originally released back on July 7th of 1998.
July 7th of 1998, that was after I was born. Well, when it was originally released on VHS, that was after I was born, but this DVD came out after I was 3.
Yeah, and it says, 1 to 20 is your aim if you want to play this game. With a push of the start button, Elmo and Gabby find themselves inside the Great Numbers Game. Each number they find leads them to one of Sesame Street's classic counting cartoons. Who will be the winner? Everyone wins when they play the Great Numbers Game. Features the best of Sesame Street's classic cartoon segments. It features the songs like Country 2, Alligator King number 7, King of 8, 9 Chickens, Pinball Number Count, Lucky 13, Mother Brown's Farm, 16 Blues, 18, and many others. I've watched this DVD many times in the past, like when I was a child.
Okay. You watched it a lot as a kid. Like this one YouTuber, he watched Toy Story on VHS over and over again as a kid because it's his all-time favorite Pixar film.
And when I watched the Great Numbers Game DVD, the music in it is very Nintendo Mario-like in it.
That's what you think of it. Yeah, that's cool. We did fan-made Mario stuff already, but we're just showing off the collection. And yeah, there's a little thank you on the back saying,
which Jeremy Barton and I came up with an extended version of this episode, where after Elmo and Telly play the Great Numbers game, Mario asks them if he wants to join the fun in playing with them, and then it would be released as a Sesame Street exclusive VHS release, cutting out the Mario Show parts of it.
that'd be kind of a cool idea, because I know you and him do cool ideas. Yeah, I know they had a little thank you message on the back there saying,
Yeah. The thank you message with that red bar is used on Sesame Street DVDs from 2001 until early 2002.
wow, that's not really long, so.
Well, in the red bar, at least.
Yeah. I was saying, like, up to early 2002, that's not really a long time for that's not really a long time.
Disc for Sesame Street, the Great Numbers game.
Still yellow again.
But it's back to blue writing.
Yeah.
Now, at the beginning of this DVD, the Great Numbers game, it's got the FBI warning, and then the Sony Wonder logo, and then it has the 1997 Children's Television Workshop semicircle logo that does not contain the word "Play It Smart" at the bottom, which freezes to the DVD menu.
It's like, yes, this one VHS release of Dumbo, it freezes after a certain amount of seconds after this logo shows. It freezes, but then it's a great program. Or so the feature, rather, because it's a movie. That's a movie, Dumbo.
But for the CTW logo, it freezes to the DVD menu without a black screen.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't bother me, because, like, I know it's like on all Thomas releases, like, the hit logo would fade to black before the DVD menu, but when you skip the VHS promo.
And then after the CTW logo, it has the DVD menu, and then when you push the play button, it uses recycled mastering from the 1998 VHS release, whereas the Sesame Street home video and audio trailer from late 1997 to 2000, and then the Sesame Street CD and cassette trailer from 1998 to 2000.
I'm listening.
And then after that, it's got a please stay tuned screen with a color changing background with all capital letters, and with an instrumental of the song Elmo Size from the 1996 Elmo Size video. And then, of course, the FBI warning again, and then the Sony Wonder logo appears again. However, the second time it appears after the previews, it fades out earlier, just like it did on Elmo-Palooza. And then after this, it has the Children's Television Workshop semicircle logo from 1997, again, without the word "Play It Smart." And then the Sesame Street home video logo with the word CTW on top of the Sesame Street sign intact from the VHS on this DVD.
Well, that's a good thing that they did that.
And then after this, we go into the start of the Great Numbers game. And at the end of the DVD, it has the last few seconds of the Great Numbers game video, and then, of course, the end credits. And then there's a SesameStreet.com bumper from 1998 to 2009. And in this video, and on Kids' Favorite Songs, Maria says the text in a slightly different tone. She's like, visit Sesame Street on the web at www.sesamestreet.com. And then after this, it has to look for these great products from Sesame Street bumper from 1998 with the color changing background and part of the song Count With Me intact. And then it's got previews for Elmo-Palooza, and then the Alphabet Jungle game, Elmo's Lowdown Hoedown, Get Up and Dance, Big Bird Gets Lost, and 1, 2, 3 Count With Me. And then after this, it has the Only From Sony Wonder bumper from 1998 with the color-changing background, with the last part of the song Count With Me playing in the background, with the announcer going, Only From Sony Wonder. wherever children's videos, CDs, cassettes, and book and tape sets are sold. And then after that, it has a special thanks for making this DVD happen screen on a blue background for this DVD. And then we go to the DVD menu. So basically, this DVD of the Great Numbers game, along with most of the other ones, are basically recycled masters from previous VHS releases of the program.
Okay, yeah. I was listening, yeah. Yeah, also when I play Oscar's game on Dunk or Dare on Get Set to Learn, it's like when you click on this can, it's like when these worms come out, it's like, after you click on a certain amount of times, either Telly will go, "Ugh, worms!" And then when Oscar says, "Those crazy worms, they must be friends of Slimy. Don't forget, we still have some Telly dunking to do." And also, like, yes, when Oscar's announced the final announcement speech before the program immediately ends the show, I think there's another Trash Gordon says the letter and the number of the day. I think one of them says, he says,
I have some Sesame Street DVDs that have Trash Gordon segments at the end.
Oh, you do? Like from season says, or just ordinary DVD releases?
Well, they are called the TV episode Fun Pack releases, where they're basically DVD versions of Sesame Street episodes from seasons 35 to 37 from 2004 to 2006 just onto DVD.
Oh, let's see. I don't have those yet, but I really want to get them so bad because I want to experience it just like the episodes on TV.
All right, here's the Alphabet Jungle game DVD release. Like the Great Numbers game, the Alphabet Jungle game was also originally released on VHS back on July 7th of 1998.
So July 7th of 1998, I'm going to say when it was originally released on VHS, it was about a month before the Thomas Home Media releases Thomas Comes to Breakfast and A Big Day for Thomas were released for a limited time, before they released a limited time in VHS in August 1998.
And now for the description, it says, Elmo, Zoli, and Telly are exploring the alphabet jungle where letters grow on trees. Every letter from A to Y leads them on an animated alphabet adventure. But what about Z? What will happen if Zoe can't find her favorite letter? Come play the Alphabet Jungle game and you'll find out. Features the best of Sesame Street's classic cartoon segments. And it's got the songs like Alphabet Jungle, Soul A, Diner Letter P, African Animal Alphabet, and many others. And I have watched the Alphabet Jungle game a couple of times, and near the end of it, they find out that there are no letter Z's in the Alphabet Jungle, causing Zoe to freak out.
Oh my god.
And he's like, ah! And then,
yeah, I don't think there was a time Zoe laughed in the program.
Elmo and Kelly think of a solution, so they make a letter Z, even though they don't get to see a cartoon about one.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if any time Zoe laughed in that program, it was, like I said, I'm not good at Zoe's laugh. I'm never good at her laugh. It's like he's squealing a laugh. Almost like the clown's laugh. Ah, ah, ah.
That's what Zoe's laugh sounds like.
Yeah, it's like when I play her game, What Size Is Your Prize on Get Set to Learn. But anyway, yeah, let's get to this DVD more about how it, well, let's show the disc first. It's yellow still.
But
this time
the writing
text.
is green.
Yes, I said that. Green text now. Rare for that to have a green text. Too bad Thomas.
It's kind of like with the Arthur DVD releases, You Are Arthur and Arthur's Treasure Hunt, that also have a yellow disc with green writing, and those were also released by Sony Wonder.
Yeah.
Now, at the beginning of this DVD, of the Alphabet Jungle game, it has the FBI warning, Sony Wonder logo, and then the 1997 Children's Television Workshop semicircle logo that does not have the word "Play It Smart," and it freezes to the DVD menu again. And then when you push the play button, it's got recycled mastering from the 1998 VHS release, which has the Sesame Street home video and audio collection trailer from late 1997 to 2000. So, and then after that, it's got the Sesame Street CD and cassette collection trailer from 1998 to 2000, and the Please Stay Tuned screen with the color-changing background in with all capital letters and with part of the song Elmo Size playing in the background.
Elmo Size, yeah.
Form. And then, of course, the FBI warning appears again, and then the Sony Wonder logo appears again. And the second time it appears, the logo fades out earlier, just like the Great Numbers game in Elmo Palooza. And then after that, the 1997 Children's Television Workshop semicircle logo appears again, and it does not have the word "Play It Smart" like before. And then, of course, the Sesame Street home video logo once again has CTW on top of the sign, intact from the VHS release. And then after this, we go into the Alphabet Jungle song, which segues into the title card for the Alphabet Jungle game. And at the very end of this DVD, it has the last few seconds of the Alphabet Jungle game with African Animal Alphabet being the last song. Then, of course, the end credits and the SesameStreet.com promo with Maria saying it the way she usually says it this time. And she says, "Visit Sesame Street on the web at www.sesamestreet.com." And then after that, it's got the "Look for These Great Products from Sesame Street" bumper from 1998 with the color-changing background and with part of the song Count With Me playing in there. And then after this, it's got previews for Elmo Palooza, the Great Numbers game, Elmo's Lowdown Hoedown, Sesame Street Fiesta, a Kid's Guide to Life videos telling the truth and learning to share, along with the book on tapes, The Emperor's New Fur, and Big Bird's Band Placed Together. Then a preview for Sesame Street's 25th birthday, a musical celebration, which has no voiceover, unlike the other trailers. It just shows like 15 or 20 seconds of the song Sing, which is the grand finale from the video. And then after this, it's got the Only from Sony Wonder bumper from 1998 with the color-changing background, and then the last part of the song Count With Me playing in the background with the announcer going, "Only from Sony Wonder, wherever children's videos, CDs, cassettes, and book and tape sets are sold." And then it's got the special "Thanks for making this DVD happen" screen on a green background.
Yep. That makes sense. That's orders.
Yeah. Menu.
Okay. While you're getting the next release, I'm also explaining this other Trash Gordon one I remember on PBS because I think he says Sesame Street has been brought to you today by the letter. I think it's the letter K, and then he says the number 5. Sesame Street has been brought to you today by the letter K and by the number 5.
I don't have a DVD that has that, but I do have one that has Trash Gordon saying Sesame Street has been brought to you today by the letter M and by the number 4.
Yeah, by the letter M.
Dabby premiere with the sponsors M and 4.
Yeah, and Slimy still says, "Yay, read more!" And then Oscar still says, No, Slimy.
All right, next up.
Yeah.
We go into the DVD release of Kids' Favorite Songs, also released on the same day, October 30th, 2001.
Yeah, there's nothing to explain.
Kids' Favorite Songs was originally a 1999 direct-to-video special, originally released on VHS back on March 9th of 1999.
Yep, like I said, it was a month after the Thomas Home Media release, originally on VHS. It was after Cranky Bugs hit VHS, and I would say after Disney's Mulan hit VHS.
And it was also the same day 101 Dalmatians was released on the VHS in the Masterpiece Collection lineup on March 9th of 1999 as well.
And also like when A Bug's Life got a VHS as well.
But yeah.
Okay, yeah. And yeah, it's like says kids' favorite song. It's like those Thomas sing-along releases, or every Wiggles releases just have songs in between.
And here's the spine and the back, and it says, Elmo's getting ready for his top 10 countdown on the radio. And everyone on Sesame Street wants him to play their favorite songs. But with so many great songs to choose from, how will Elmo pick which ones to play? Maybe you can help him decide which of these favorites is your favorite song. And then it's got a list of songs on here, like I've Been Working on the Railroad, This Old That, which is to the tune of This Old Man, the alphabet song, Row, Row, Row Your Boat, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith, Ba Ba Black Sheep, She'll Be Coming Round the Mountain, and This Little Pig Went to Market. Running time is 30 minutes, just like the Great Numbers game, the Alphabet Jungle game, and the Best of Elmo. And there's this scene that I've seen in the trailer for kids' favorite songs where Telly Monster literally freaks out. And he's like, Ba Ba Black Sheep is my favorite song. Next to Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star in the alphabet song. What am I going to do?
Oh my god, I feel so sorry for Telly. I mean, he sometimes can be... I don't think he gets dramatic sometimes, but I know...
Well, there
I know
is
the,
a scene in The Adventures of Elmo and Grouchland where Telly Monster gets very dramatic, and he's like, this is terrible! What are we going to do? What are we going to do?
Is it like the scene where he and the others go to Grouchland? Or is it before they go to Grouchland?
It's the scene where they try to get Elmo out of Grouchland.
And like when the Grouches arrest them saying it's against the law to ask for help.
No, it was in a scene where it comes after Oscar says, well, actually the worry word is right. Elmo got sucked up into my can and went off to a place called Grouchland.
Okay, so that's what Telly said.
And then that's when Telly gets his most dramatic line saying, this is terrible! What are we going to do? What are we going to do?
Yeah, and also like the part when he and Gordon try to push Big Bird down the can. And yeah.
All right.
Now, let's look at this release. Keep looking at this release. Kids are, it's still a very dark blue disc with green text.
Kind of like the 1, 2, 3 Count With Me DVD in a way because of...
Yeah. Well, I noticed the color. Look at colors right away.
The disc is green and the disc is blue.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Even though the borders has a green front and spine, and the back cover is a dark blue. It's like having even colors. Anyways.
All right. And at the beginning of my copy of this DVD, let me go over a comparison. I know I have seen videos of the DVD of kids' favorite songs opening up with the FBI warning, the Sony Wonder logo, the Sesame Workshop logo, the red roof and purple house, and the DVD menu, and then the Sesame Street home video and audio collection trailer from late 1997 to 2000, and the Sesame Street CD cassette trailer from late 1997 to 2000 before, and then, of course, the Please Stay Tuned screen, and then we go right to the program. But that's not the case with my copy. No, mine opens up a little bit differently. Mine actually opens up a little bit differently than other copies.
Mostly some copies of that.
And you want to know what mine has?
What?
Mine, since my copy opens up a little bit differently, my copy opens with the FBI warning, the Sony Wonder logo, and then it has the 1997 Children's Television Workshop semicircle logo that does not contain the word Play It Smart, freezing to the DVD menu. And then when you push the play button, it has the FBI warning appear again, and then the Sony Wonder logo appears again, And then it has the Sesame Workshop logo with the red roof and purple house. And then the Sesame Street home video logo with the word 123 at the top. Then we have the Sesame Street home video and audio collection trailer. And then the Sesame Street CD and cassette trailer. And the Please Stay Tuned screen from 1999 with color changing background. And the last part of the harmonica closing theme of Sesame Street playing in the background that was used since the very first episode. And then it's got the title card, and then we go right to the program. And then at the end of this DVD, at the end of my copy of this DVD, it closes like the other copies, even though it opens differently. It closes with the last few seconds of kids' favorite songs. And then, of course, it's got the end credits. And then there's, of course, the end credits has the info from the Sesame Workshop reprint of kids' favorite songs, since that's what this DVD is basically. Since the DVD is basically a DVD version of the Sesame Workshop reprint, even though the CTW semicircle logo is used at the beginning before going to the DVD menu. And then when you push the play button after the Sony Wonder logo, the Sesame Workshop logo appeared with the Sesame Street home video logo with 123 at the top. Anyway, at the end, after the credits with the Sesame Workshop information, it's got the SesameStreet.com bumper from 1998 to 2001 with Maria saying it the same tone of voice she said it in the Great Numbers Game. And then it's got the Sesame Street magazine commercial from 1999. And there's a dark blue screen. And the announcer says, "Your child will love Sesame Street magazine, and you'll love Sesame Street parents. It's written just for parents and preschoolers. Call 1-888-419-0425 for information on ordering."
Yeah, usually I don't say this. Like, you said that you look up the number yourself. Kind of like on the Sir Tom Hat promo, after the lady announcer says, "Please send your name and address to Sir Tom Hat and the property of Strain VCI Home Entertainment," and then the final speech says, "We would like to hear from you, and thanks for being one of Thomas's most special new friends."
Anyway, after the Sesame Street magazine promo, it's got the "Look for These Great Products from Sesame Street" bumper from 1999 with the green background and with the harmonica closing theme of Sesame Street playing. Then it's got previews for 1-2-3 Count With Me, Let's Eat, Funny Food Songs, Elmo Palooza, The Best of Kermit on Sesame Street, the Alphabet Jungle Game, and the Great Numbers Game. And then after this, it's got the Only from Sony Wonder bumper from 1999 with the blue background with the harmonica theme playing and with a different announcer saying it in a different tone. He's like, in the 1999 one, it goes like this: "Only from Sony Wonder, wherever children's videos, CDs, cassettes, and book and tape sets are sold." Unlike the 1997 and 98 versions, which go "Only from Sony Wonder, wherever children's videos, CDs, cassettes, and book and tape sets are sold." And then after that, it's got the "Special thanks for making this DVD happen," but on a lighter green background on this DVD compared to the Alphabet Jungle Game, which had a darker green background. And then after this, it's got the DVD menu.
Yeah. And also, like, yes, I'll say this announcement speech again after the lady announcer says on the Thomas Street VHS, after it says, "Sir Tom Hat would like to send you a free treat to thank you for collecting a Thomas video. Please send your name and address to," and says Sir Tom Hat, if the private address, and they'll say, "We would like to hear from you, and thanks for being one of Thomas's most special new friends." And yeah, and also, like, I know, yes, you did the one from Sesame Street, the Trash Gordon saying, "Sesame Street has been brought to you by the letter M and by the number 4. And Slimy still says, "Yay, read more." And Oscar says, No, Slimy, that's all for now."
Time for you to get some shut-eye, little guy.
It says,
"More trash tomorrow."
It says, It's just he can't get enough shut-eye, can he? Now scram. Or does he say that? I don't know. I haven't watched that.
Well, in the Abby Cadabby premiere at the very end, before the episode fades out, it has Oscar saying, "Hey, are you still here? I told you, no more Trash Gordon until tomorrow."
Yeah. He doesn't say now scram, huh?
He doesn't in that episode.
Even like when he was rude to Abby Cadabby at the beginning, yeah.
Like, and he's like, "Listen, you can't just appear like that by somebody's trash can there, fairy wings. Who do you think you are?"
Oh my god. Yeah, we show the Sony, just Sony stuff, but this is just mainly Sesame Street. But yeah, as you said about Elmo's World, we're at it now. Let me get the first Elmo's World DVD to show you really quick. I'll be right back.
All right.
All right. Here's the first one I'm going to show you.
Is that the only one you have, or?
Yes, it's the only one I have right now, but I'll just show you. Yes, I got it up my very first Elmo's World DVD. It didn't have to be the very first one.
Entertainment DVD release of Sesame Street, which I only have a few Genius Entertainment DVDs and a couple of Warner Brothers DVDs of Sesame Street, but most of them I have are from Sony Wonder.
Yeah, this one I have here is from
2009.
It was 2009. Like, wow. This is like even when Abby Cadabby did appear, yes, but I just wanted to get it anyway because, well, I like the Elmo's World. At least this one does not have Abby Cadabby going into Elmo's World, which is kind of funny. Yeah. Well,
Abby Cadabby never appeared on Elmo's World in person, but I believe she did appear in a few emails from Elmo's computer, but
because, well, yeah. Yeah, this is from 2009. Like,
all right.
I was gonna get some of the earlier ones, but I decided to get this anyway because, well, it's about faces anyway. Everyone needs to know about faces.
Let's go to the very first Elmo's World DVD that has been released, and that is simply just called Elmo's World.
But includes these episodes.
But it includes the episodes Dancing, Music, and Books, all of which are from Season 1.
Yeah, but I know it just says Elmo's World, but yes, it has music, books, and dancing, right?
Yeah, dancing, music, and books.
And this was released on DVD after the VHS was out. Because there was a box set that includes these four.
The VHS of Elmo's World, Dancing, Music, and Books was released on February 1st, 2000. And the DVD was released October 30th, 2001.
Wow, some people said it was not until 2002, but I'm pretty sure it's 2001.
Yeah, this DVD of Elmo's World was one of the two Elmo's World DVDs that were released in 2001, the other one being Wild Wild West.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure, all these episodes, they have Elmo doing the camera on his TV, but I think, does he do the television channel thing before he does the filming camera?
Yes, he does.
So, for those 3 episodes, which one does he does the camera before the actual TV channel?
He does the camera after the interviews.
So, like, after
interviews come after the channel, mostly.
So, like, I think sometimes the TV segment
during the interview parts, it has the object saying, want to talk to a something, and then Elmo was like, yeah, Elmo would like to talk to whatever it is.
And yes, I think for the music one, it would go, turn yourself on TV,
all right.
The music.
All right.
Or it was go, the book channel.
All right. I'm going to read the description. It says,
yeah.
Come look at the world through the eyes of everyone's favorite 3-year-old. Join Elmo in 3 self-contained segments as he explores his special world through dancing, music, and books. Each segment gives children a chance to experience their world on the TV screen and offers adults the opportunity to experience everyday things through a 3-year-old's eyes. Meet Dorothy, Elmo's pet goldfish, and Mr. Noodle, his new friend. And the episodes Now, for some reason, the episodes on this DVD are out of order.
Oh no.
The
That's like I
dancing
showed
episode
whenever I'm
appears
afraid DVD of
first.
Dragon Tales.
The dancing episode appears first, but then the books episode comes after the dancing episode, even though music is listed as the second one. And then the music episode is the last episode, even though books is listed as the last one.
Yeah, it's like I showed you Dragon Tales whenever I'm afraid. That one has all the episodes out of order, but that one, have no fear. On that,
All 3 episodes would have Bill Irwin as the original Mr. Noodle.
yeah, like it says,
Yeah,
great
yeah.
idea, Dorothy.
There was another Mr. Noodle that was introduced in the second season where Michael Jeter played Mr. Noodle's brother, Mr. Noodle.
Yeah, but I think these ones just have just Mr. Noodle himself.
Yeah. It wouldn't be until season 2 when Michael Jeter, who played Mr. Noodle, appeared as Mr. Noodle's brother, Mr. Noodle. And all 3 of those episodes are from season 1 before Michael Jeter was hired to play Mr. Noodle's brother, Mr. Noodle, in the second season.
Yeah. Also, like when Elmo asks, how do you read a book, Mr. Noodle? Yeah, Mr. Noodle. How do you read a book?
All right. Now,
Yeah.
the running time is 50 minutes.
50 minutes, because it's just got episodes. Well, usually, like, the segments, like, they're just 10 minutes.
It's just a clear-looking...
Clear disc now. Yeah. It's like, it's got red text on the clear disc, yeah. That's like how Universal re-released Thomas DVDs and Dull features.
Now, at the beginning of this DVD of Elmo's World Dancing Music and Books, it's got the FBI warning, and then the Sony Wonder logo, and then it has the Sesame Workshop logo with the red roof and the purple house, fading to a black screen before going to the DVD menu. And then after you push the play button, it's got the Sesame Street Home Video and Audio Collection trailer from late 1997 to 2000, and the Sesame Street CD cassette trailer
listening.
from 1998 to 2000, and then the Please Stay Tuned screen with the color-changing background and the harmonica theme of Sesame Street playing. And then it has the Sesame Street Home Video logo with the word CTW on top of the Sesame Street sign, even though the Sesame Workshop logo appears before the DVD menu. And then after that, it's got the original version of the Elmo's World theme song from 1998, which has Elmo walking past his drawer and his closet door and his shade, and then he draws a curtain in the shade and then pulls the window shade down. And also the yellow in the Elmo's World logo is noticeably darker in the original Elmo's World intro compared to the later intro where it was a brighter shade of yellow. And then after this, we have the start of the dancing episode. Now, at the end of the DVD overall, it has the last few seconds of the music episode, and then, of course, the end credits, and then the SesameStreet.com bumper from 1998 to 2001, and then, of course, the Sesame Street magazine bumper from 1999, and it does have the harmonica theme playing, just like you mentioned, Jeremy Barton. And then, of course, there's the Look for These Great Products from Sesame Street bumper from 1999 with the green background and the harmonica theme playing. And then it's got previews for the adventures of Elmo and Grouchland Sing and Play, Kids' Favorite Songs, Elmo Palooza, Create and Draw an Elmo's World CD-ROM trailer, and then the Look for These Great Products from Sesame Street bumper appears again with the green background, but instead of the 1999 version, it's the 1997 version where it shows part of the song Count With Me playing in the background. And then after this, it's got previews for Big Bird Gets Lost and then other Kids Guide to Life videos, including Telling the Truth and Learning to Share with audio tapes like The Emperor's New Fur and Big Bird's Band Plays Together. And I forgot to mention, during the Big Bird Gets Lost trailer, it also advertises for the audio book and tape called Ernie Gets Lost.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
And then after the Kids Guide to Life trailer, it's got previews for 1, 2, 3 Count With Me, Sing Yourself Sillier at the Movies, Elmo Size, Platinum of All Time Favorites, and William Wegman's Mother Goose. And then after that, it's got the Only from Sony Wonder bumper from 1997 with the blue background, and the last part of the song Count with me playing in the background. So basically, the 1997 version is basically the 1999 version, but with different music and a different voiceover. And this, it has a special thanks for making the DVD happen screen in a squiggly crayon-like background, which makes sense because Elmo's World is based off of a crayon-drawn apartment.
Yep.
Then we go back to the DVD menu.
Yeah. And also when I was telling you about, yes, when we did just Sony Wonder DVD collection, how I mentioned I got scared of that part in Big Bird in Japan when Barkley got scared by those things in the TP and he ran off. They play this weird, slow, sad song, I gotta tell you, when Big Bird says he's homesick. Oh my god. Does it play in Follow That Bird when Big Bird sings he's homesick and wants to go back home to Sesame Street? Or
I have not seen the film, so I can't really tell you that.
So, you have not seen Big Bird in Japan or Follow That Bird?
No, neither of them.
I tried to watch Big Bird in Japan. I got freaked out by that part. And even when Big Bird sings this song, the sad song, he's
on VHS or DVD?
I think it was on a VHS. I don't know. It was probably a DVD because in my elementary school, I think we had VHS players back then.
All right. Next up, we have the very last DVD from October 30th, 2001, but not the last DVD from 2001 overall, but the last one released on that day in 2001.
Yes. Kids' Favorite Songs 2.
Kids' Favorite Songs 2. This is a 2001 direct-to-video special that was released on VHS the same year.
Yep. First time we get it on both VHS and DVD. This is what I'm going to say. Yes, it's like after Best of Thomas was both on VHS and DVD.
But the VHS was released on October 9th of 2001, while the DVD was released on the 30th of October 2001.
Well, they were in the same month, but I think they released it just a few weeks apart from each other. But yeah, I also know that's strange that they did it the same month in 2001 in October, but they just released the DVD and VHS individually from each other. But even though they could have just done the same day, I guess Sony didn't want to do it, or whoever made that
DVD from 2001 that was like that, which we'll get to it afterwards.
Yeah.
And it says, join Elmo and the Sesame Street Pals in the second volume of Kids' Favorite Songs, as Elmo travels up and down Sesame Street asking kids to sing their favorite songs. Snuffy, Baby Bear, and Zoe help the kids sing and act out nursery rhymes, lullabies, and just plain silly songs. Sing along and find out for yourself which song is Elmo's favorite. Also features the brand new Sesame Street segment, Hero Guy. And the songs include
Hero Guy,
Elmo's song, On Top of Spaghetti, Hey Diddle Diddle, The Bear Went Over the Mountain, The Ants Go Marching, If You're Happy and You Know It, Mary Had a Little Lamb, Up and Down with Captain Brown, Rubber Ducky, Duermete Mi Niño, which is Sleep My Child or Sleep My Baby in Spanish, and Itsy Bitsy Spider. And by the way, the Ants Go Marching and the Itsy Bitsy Spider are the versions that were used in the Elmo's World episodes, Bugs and Singing, respectively.
Yeah.
During the Bugs channel and the Singing channel.
Yeah, I didn't notice that for singing. Yeah, like yes, Elmo says turn yourself on TV, and the announcer would still for the singing one. I think he says the singing channel.
Here's the disc for Kids' Favorite Songs too. This one is red.
Red disc. That's what Thomas Davies by Universal started doing when they ran out of money to do artwork on the discs. They just went a standard red. But yeah,
and the running time on this DVD is 45 minutes. And at the beginning of this DVD, I know there's now at the beginning of my copy of this DVD, some copies have the 1997 Children's Television Workshop semicircle logo before the DVD menu, despite the fact that this logo was already obsolete at that time.
Yeah, it went defunct. Or I would say just completely defunct. Yeah, I should say defunct.
Despite the fact that CTW became defunct in summer of 2000, the CTW semicircle logo appeared on some copies of kids' favorite songs too. Not in mine, though. At least they fixed it on mine.
Yeah, I know yours when you popped in the DVD player a long time ago.
When mine opened, my copy that I had a long time ago had that error. But the copy that I have now opens up with the FBI warning, the Sony Wonder logo, and then the Sesame Workshop logo with the red roof and the purple house fading to a black screen before we go to the DVD menu. Then when you push the play button, it's got the Sony Wonder logo appear again, and then the Sesame Workshop red roof purple house logo appear again. And then we have the start of the program. And as for the copies that accidentally have the CTW logo, it does have an FBI warning when the play button is pressed, but this one does not.
Yeah, I know.
At the very end of this DVD, it's got the last few seconds of Kids' Favorite Songs 2, with Elmo's song being the last song, but this is a special version that is used for this special with Elmo, Baby Bear, Rosita, and Mr. Snuffleupagus singing in the same key as the Elmo's World theme instead of C major. It's in the key of E flat major on this special, the same key that the Elmo's World theme was sung in.
Yeah, I noticed it too.
And then after this, it's got the end credits, and then, of course, the SesameStreet.com bumper from 1998 to 2001. And then it's got the special thanks for making this DVD happen screen on a brighter blue background compared to the DVD of the Great Numbers Game, where the blue was slightly darker. And then we go to the DVD menu.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I think another Trash Gordon thing I'm trying to remember at the end of Sesame Street. I think one at the end of episode from season 36. I think the letter was after M and the number was different. I think that one goes, Sesame Street has been brought to you today by the letter... It has to say between the letter M and the letter T. One of those two? Between one of those two letters, and the number was different?
Yeah, I think so. But the one with the letter M in number 4, that is from the season 37 premiere with Abby Kadabi.
Okay. So I think from season 36, it was one of those letters of the 26. And I think that one you said about when Abby Kadabi first appeared, is it just Slimy when he tells Oscar to please read more? Or is it do Slimy's friends appear? Because I know, like I said,
Slimy in the premiere.
Okay. Because I know in other ones, Slimy's friends sometimes appear. And they all say, please read more, Tom.
And one of them is actually Slimy's sister named Sloppy.
Okay, so it's Slimy's sister, not his friend.
All right, here's this last DVD released from 2001 in general. And this DVD was released on November 6th of 2001.
Okay.
And it's called Wild Wild West. The VHS was originally released on the scariest day in 2001.
The VHS on, like, the most devastating day we don't talk about.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, you said, like, Wild Wild West was released on the most horrifying tragedy day of 2001. I know what day you're referring to.
Yeah, September 11th is the scariest day.
Yes, that's the same day that Dragon Tales episode 17 A and B, Hide and Can't Seek and the Art of Patience released a broadcast on PBS Kids, like when that VHS came out. But this one on November 6, 2001, this is after almost all the 20 episodes of Dragon Tales Season 2 premiered on PBS Kids before the remaining 4.5 broadcasted in.
Speaking of which, Jeremy Barden and I came up with a Mario Show episode that took place just as Elmo's World Wild Wild West was about to be made by Elmo. And it's the episode where Bowser takes apart the doorknob for Elmo's closet door.
My God, what a selfish thing of him to do.
For
Bowser. Because
Elmo severely scolds Bowser for what he's done to Elmo's closet. And especially the doorknob.
Excuse me. Yeah, I'm listening.
And then Bowser severely scolds, and then Elmo severely scolds Bowser for what he has done with the doorknob for Elmo's closet door. And he's like, "You made it come apart, Elmo. Of course, Elmo's angry with you."
Oh my god. But yes, like I said about this DVD releasing November 6, 2001, that'll be days before the GameCube, my favorite Nintendo console, released in North America.
And as for that Mario Show episode where Bowser takes apart the doorknob for Elmo's closet door, that would air on PBS on September 4th of 2001, a week before the Elmo's World Wild Wild West VHS was released.
Oh my gosh.
And not to mention, Elmo breaks the fourth wall saying, "Elmo can't wait to film a Wild Wild West special. Hey, what on earth happened to the closet door?"
Oh my god.
And anyway, and it says, Sesame Street's favorite furry red cowpoke saddles up to learn all about the wild frontier. Join Elmo as he finds out how to ride a horse, kicks up the heels at Hoedown, boards a time-traveling magic stagecoach, and more. Featuring classic cowpoke songs and plenty of fun with his partners, the Noodles, Marshall Grover, and special guests, country singer Travis Tritt and Broadway's Kristen Chenoweth. Elmo takes viewers young and old on a wonderful ride for the very best of the Wild Wild West. Not to mention, this is the first Elmo's World home video special.
Oh, that's cool.
And although this was released in 2001, it has the season 4 design of Elmo's World with the darker design of Elmo's room that was used in seasons 4 to 5 of Elmo's World from 2002 to 2003, even though this special was released in 2001.
That is way too early for them to do it. Yes, kind of like we mentioned the Dragon Tales DVDs. They have the wrong thumbnail.
It might be because Wild Wild West was possibly been produced around the same time season 3 of Sesame Street began production.
I guess so. But yeah. Oh yeah. Why don't we show this off and I'll show you something else about this.
Here's the disc for Elmo's World Wild Wild West. Look at this.
Purple, or is that pink, or is it purple?
It is purple.
Looks like indigo. Looks like an indigo blue, but I think it looks more purple in my opinion. Reminiscent looks like the color of some people's favorite GameCube console. Well, me and my other people who play GameCube, the purple GameCube.
At the beginning of this DVD, it's got the FBI warning, the Sony Wonder logo, and the Sesame Workshop red roof and purple house logo. Then the DVD menu, and then it has the Elmo's World Wild Wild West title card, as said by kids. And then it page curls into the Elmo's World theme song that was from 2000, which is different as it has Elmo drawing on his drawer, which is purple in the 2000 intro. And then the drawer bounces, and then Elmo leaves to go past his goldfish Dorothy, his closet, his drawer, and his closet door, and then the drawer shakes really fast like that after Elmo says his Crayon 2 verse. That's when the door starts shaking really fast. And then the television appears briefly dancing with Elmo before leaving the screen.
Yeah, I noticed that too because I watched Elmo's World, the later ones on PBS Kids, so many times.
And then after that, we go into the start of the Elmo's World Wild Wild West, which also marks the earliest appearance of the gag of Elmo's closet door coming apart and Elmo pulling on the doorknob until the knob snaps back.
Oh my god, that was so hurtful. I mean, I don't think Elmo fell down completely. He just...
Well, he actually fell down smack in the head of the door.
Okay. Huh? But I do like the funny... Yeah, okay, well,
At
yeah.
the end of Elmo's World
Yeah.
set. DVD, it's got the last few seconds of the Wild Wild West song, and then it's got bonus Monster Clubhouse and Hero Guy segments, and then it's got the after the end credits, it's got bonus Monster Clubhouse and Hero Guy segments, and then after this, it has a copyright screen and the SesameStreet.com bumper from 1998 to 2001, and then we go to the special thanks screen, and then we go to the DVD menu.
All right, now we'll get, and then while grabbing the next release, I'm just keeping an eye on the time. Yeah, this one I got all about faces. It's from 2009. What season was Elmo's World eventually at that point? I know you said season. What was that? Season 4? Because there were only like a certain amount of seasons of Elmo's World.
If you look at the back cover, I can tell you the seasons.
Okay, this one says 2009 on my first Elmo's World DVD I got.
And noses and mouths are from season 9.
Like these ones just say a funny face, Elmo has lips, and Pinocchio Elmo.
Noses, so eyes and mouths are from season 9, and noses, and of course eyes is from season 10.
Wow, season 10. Like even with Elmo so with his old spin-off Elmo's World to have like about close to 10 seasons. And yes, I know something else. We had speaking about this. Something.
Next up, we go into 4 Sesame Street DVDs that I have that are released in 2002.
2002 releases, yeah.
The first one is Springtime Fun, released on February 12th of 2002.
Yep, a while before Best of James of Thomas released on both VHS and DVD because it was March 5th of 2002 on VHS and DVD. And before Make Someone Happy got its first DVD release in March of 2002.
And it says, spring is here, and Elmo is celebrating with 3 Bs, birds, bugs, and bicycles. With a dancing shade, a mischievous drawer, a frisky television, and a playful computer, Elmo's World is the perfect place for preschoolers to learn all about the world around them. And Elmo has lots of friends, both new and old, to answer questions like, where do birds live? How do bugs get from place to place? And how many wheels does a tricycle have? In Elmo's World, birds, bugs, and bicycles talk, and learning is always fun. And just like with dancing, music, and books, the episodes on Springtime Fun are also listed out of order.
Oh, not again. Come on. Come on, Sony. Can't you just look at
the birds episode appears first, and then the bugs episode comes next, despite the fact that bikes is listed as the second one. And then the last episode is the bicycles episode, even though bugs is listed as the last one.
Oh my god. See, I know for a fun fact I can do the funny sketches with Mr. Noodle, with the Mr. Noodle one. I think the one about bikes, yeah.
Yeah.
How does the announcer on the...
There's actually a scene in the interview where a helmet appears, and
yeah, like a Muppet version of an helmet.
And he's like, not without me.
Oh, someone's joining.
Hi there.
Hey.
Well,
must be almost World times X Lori Loud 3.0 or just something else for short? Someone else for short?
Yeah. He
That's
used
my
to be
YouTube
called
name.
Elmo's World X Lori Loud 2.0, but he got terminated, so he made a new account.
That's right.
Well, what's his name for short in real? Or I mean, I don't mind him giving out his real name in real life.
Well, I know what he is. His name is none other than Alex Saunders.
Oh, okay,
Yep.
I'll just call him Alex for short if that's fine.
I don't really care.
Now,
Yeah, we're on Sesame Street Elmo's World stuff. Alex.
Apparently, you may think that the Sony Wonder DVD is inside of this. Well, actually, that is not the case, because although the packaging is from Sony Wonder, inside is a Warner Brothers reprint from 2010.
Whoa! How did that? Oh my god! It's like I actually had that one issue with the Bob the Builder. I tried to get Bob's Big Plan, the original 5 DVD release, but it has the reprint from Lionsgate or Fox or something.
And because this is a reprint from 2010, it starts off with the FBI anti-piracy warning, and then the 2008 Sesame Workshop logo, and then a later version of the Sesame Workshop Around the World promo with Whoopi Goldberg saying, "Learn more at sesamestreet.org," instead of "learn more at sesameworkshop.org." In other words, it's the 2008 version of the Sesame Workshop Around the World promo. And then after this, you go into the same DVD menu from the Sony Wonder release, and then it's got the Elmo's World theme, which is the 2000 version, as Springtime Fun was originally released in 2002. And then we go to the start of the Birds episode. And then at the end, we have the last few seconds of the Bicycles episode, and then, of course, the end credits. And then a copyright date that says 2002, 2008, considering that the Warner Brothers print opens the same way as the Genius Entertainment print. And then we go back to the DVD menu. And actually, you know what? I have 6 releases from 2002, not 4.
Okay, I think you might have made that accident, but that's okay. You made that mistake by accident, but that's okay.
All right. This next DVD release is from May 14th of 2002, even though it got a VHS release 2 years earlier back in 2000, and that is called Elmo's World Babies, Dogs, and More.
I don't think they did get a VHS box set in 2000 in May, because that went along with the original Elmo's World, and I think it also includes the... What are the 2 tapes were in that 4 VHS box set along with this and the original Elmo's World, simply called Elmo's World, but it has
Singing, Drawing, and More, and Flowers, Bananas, and More were also included in that pack.
Okay, because this one they were just released individually for some reason, even though they could just release that same DVD box set.
And Babies, Dogs, and More was released on DVD in 2002, even though the packaging says 2000 as when the VHS was released.
Yeah.
Now.
And
it says, everyone's favorite 3-year-old is back in a special world. With his pet goldfish Dorothy and friend Mr. Noodle, join Elmo as he explores the world of babies, dogs, and life on the farm. Each self-contained segment gives children a chance to experience their world on the TV screen and offers adults the opportunity to experience everyday things through a 3-year-old's eyes. Featuring original and classic songs, each segment educates and delights viewers, young and old. And the episodes are Babies, Dogs, and Life on the Farm, which is actually just called Farms.
yeah, I think, aren't those from like seasons 1 or 2, the Babies, Dogs, and Farm
They're
episode?
season 2. They're season 2.
The second season.
Okay, so that means Elmo would film a special video on the camera on the TV?
Yeah, because in seasons 1 and season 2, Elmo would get his video camera, but then beginning in season 3, they would be replaced with emails from Elmo's computer.
Okay,
right.
so I think, what example for the dogs one when Elmo films for the dogs one, he films on the TV with his camera?
Yes, he does.
And Elmo would say, Elmo will film a special video with this camera?
Yeah, now, the only way you can tell the difference between a season 2 episode and a season 1 episode, despite the fact that both seasons have a camera, is that season 1 has a rather pale design of Elmo's World, while season 2 was given more color for Elmo's World.
Yeah, and also like when...
And also, if you notice, this is the first DVD to introduce Michael Jeter as Mr. Noodle's brother, Mr. Noodle.
And I know, like, yes, in the dogs one, I'll say this again, like Elmo says, Elmo will film a very special dogs video with this camera. It says, the video is called...
All right. And here is the disc for Elmo's World, Babies, Dogs, and More.
It's got clear disc with green text.
Yep.
with the same green text as the Head to Toe with Elmo DVD release, which also has the same green text.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Even though the Head to Toe with Elmo DVD wasn't released until the beginning of 2003.
Right.
Yeah, very strange if you ask me.
Now, I'm going to go over how this DVD opens up. It's of Babies, Dogs, and More. It has the FBI warning, the Sony Wonder logo, and then it has the Sesame Street home video logo with the word 123 at the top, just like the Sesame Workshop VHS release. And then it has the Sesame Workshop red roof and purple house logo. And then we go to the DVD menu. And then for the first time ever, it marks the later version of the Elmo's World theme song used in 2000. So they actually remade that intro in The Street We Live On with different CGI animation, but this was released way before the CGI version of the Elmo's World theme was introduced. And then after the Elmo's World theme, we go right to the Babies episode. And at the very end, it's got the last few seconds of Life on the Farms episode, and then of course the end credits, and then of course the copyright notice, and then it has the SesameStreet.com bumper from 1998 to 2001 with Maria's voiceover, and then it has the Sesame Street magazine bumper from 1999 before we go to the DVD menu. Now, I don't have Elmo's World Singing, Drawing, and More, Flowers, Bananas, and More, or Birthday Games and More on DVD, but all three of them were also released on the same day as this one and Wake Up with Elmo.
Yeah.
So if you want, you can show off Singing, Drawing, and More next.
I got you.
Yeah, we'll let Alex show it off. Yeah.
Yeah, I got you, bro.
Red case, cool. It's like some Thomas TV's got a red case, but some of them don't.
Yep.
Yeah. And it also has the episode Singing, Drawing, and More. And if you look at the disc, it is actually the same color disc as the Dancing, Music, and Books DVD, except it says Singing, Drawing, and More.
Yeah. I think drawing episode, that's also from one of the first two seasons. But if it's from season 3, that's okay.
So,
see?
Yeah. And also, Singing, Drawing, and Telephones are also from the second season, just like with Babies, Dogs, and Farms.
Yeah.
You said Telephone and something else?
This was released on September 12th of 2000.
Like, I also know, like, when Elmo gets pushed by the drawer, when he tries to pull the drawer out, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Like when the kids say, what doesn't belong to
season. They have episodes exclusively from the second season is Flowers, Bananas, and More. Flowers, Bananas, and More would be the last one to have episodes exclusively from the second season.
Right here.
And it's got Flowers, which its actual title is Flowers, Plants, and Trees, Bananas, and Hair. All 3 episodes are also from the second season.
Yeah, and also like when they say, turn yourself on TV, the Hair channel.
Blue writing on the disc.
Yep. Yeah, blue.
And now for the first episode to have episodes exclusively from season 3.
Solid.
No more of the camera thing yet, but let's see what it is.
Birthday Games and More.
There you go.
This was originally released on VHS back on May 15th of 2001.
There we go.
Yep. Birthdays one, I think that was a cool one.
Yeah, Birthdays is a good episode.
I know how Birthdays one, Dorothy has something in her bowl.
Oh yeah, it was a cake. Yeah.
And it also has the blue disc. But the only other DVD release from May 14th of 2002 that I have is one that was released on VHS on the same day. And that one is called Wake Up with Elmo.
Wake Up with Elmo.
Wake Up with Elmo. You said it wrong, but whatever.
Yep. Wake Up with Elmo was released sometime in.
It was on May 14th of 2002, the same day as those 4 DVDs, Baby Dogs and More, Singing, Drawing and More, Flowers, Bananas and More, and Birthdays, Games and More were all released. The same day as this DVD was released.
Would that also be on? Did that also get a VHS on the same day, or was that just originally VHS?
VHS of Wake Up with Elmo actually got a VHS release on the same day, unlike the other 4, which were released earlier.
Okay. So this one has, yep.
Now this is the first Elmo's World DVD to contain season 4 episodes of Elmo's World.
Well, 2 actually.
And well, the sleep episode and the getting dressed episode are from season 4, but the teeth episode is from season 3.
There you go.
Yeah, the brushing teeth episode.
It's called brushing teeth, but it's actually just called teeth.
Yeah, like what would come out of Elmo's closet in the just the teeth episode? Would a Muppet version of
figures of teeth would fall into Elmo's closet during the intro, but there's a Muppet wisdom tooth that appears in the intro, played by none other than Stephanie D'Abruzzo.
Yeah,
that's a cool name.
Not the intro, the interview. Yeah.
Just like the others, this is also 50 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here is the disc for Wake Up with Elmo. This one is a darker shade of green.
Darker shade of green on a clear disc.
Right here. See? Yeah.
Yeah. Now, at the beginning of this DVD, I'll tell you this, has the FBI warning, Sony Wonder logo, Sesame Workshop, Red Roof Purple House logo, DVD menu, Elmo's World theme from 2000, and of course the start of the sleep episode. This is another episode where the doorknob comes apart, but Elmo does not pull it. Instead, it refuses to open, and it just lifts itself up before it goes back onto the doorknob, whereas the other season 4 episodes like Sky and Getting Dressed, along with the season 5 episode Open and Close, have Elmo pulling on the knob after it comes loose.
Yeah.
Now, at the end of this DVD, it has the last few seconds of brushing of teeth. Then, of course, the end credits, and then, of course, we have the SesameStreet.com bumper from 2002 to 2007 with Elmo typing on the computer. And Elmo says, SesameStreet.com! Yay!
Yep.
With the harmonica closing theme playing. And then, of course, we go back to the DVD menu.
All right, what's next?
We'll see. I'll ask something, talk about something that's Sesame Street related. I'll tell you this, Alex. I used to play Sesame Street Set to Learn, which I was telling Flicka about, where you played, it was one of these 5 Sesame Street Muppets, and you do some different activities with them to get a special prize.
Yeah, I've seen a video about that. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I have the 2002 DVD release of Elmo Visits the Firehouse. That is released on September 3rd of 2002.
September 3rd, 2002. Okay.
Yep.
So I think this was way before Thomas. Well, I don't know if Thomas season 6.
3 weeks before Salty's Secret was released on VHS and DVD.
Well, I think season 6 premiered on TV in the U.S. after the Salty Secret home video release came out to the United States, but I think it premiered in sometime in early 2003 on American TV.
All right, here's Elmo Visits the Firehouse, and now what is very interesting is that this is actually the DVD version of the very first Sesame Street episode from season 33, called Elmo Visits the Firehouse.
Oh, that's cool.
But they have altered it slightly on this DVD. Unlike the television airings, which have the fish episode of Elmo's World, the DVD replaces it with the Firefighters episode from season 5. Even though this DVD is from September of 2002, the Firefighters episode appears, despite the fact that the Firefighters episode did not air on television until 2003 during season 34.
So I think this was the earliest way to watch it, I guess. It's like the Elmo's World episode was just called Firefighters.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it
It's like-
says, after a fire on Sesame Street gives Elmo a scare, he and Maria visit a real New York City firehouse, finding out about all the protective clothes firefighters wear, and practicing how to get low and go helps Elmo feel safe again. And he even gets to slide down a real fire pole. Then a special Elmo's World all about firefighters helps kids understand much more about what to do if there's a fire. Includes a bonus Hero Guy segment.
Which is true.
Yeah, I know that in the firefighters thing of Elmo's World that Mr. Noodle doesn't know how to do a firefighter that way. Red disc, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, at the beginning of this DVD, it has the FDA warning, the Sony Wonder logo, and then, of course, the Sesame Workshop Red Roof Purple House logo, and the DVD menu, and the start of Elmo visits the firehouse. And then during the Elmo's World segment, we have the Elmo's World theme from 2000, and then, of course, the start of the Firefighters episode. And then at the end, it has the last few seconds of the Firefighters song, and then there's a Hero Guy segment before we go to the end credits. And then there is, of course, the SesameStreet.com bumper from 2002 to 2007 and the DVD menu. Now, I have 2 more DVDs from 2002 left, and both of them were released on September 24th of 2002. And here is here's the first one from September 24th of 2002, and that is called Elmo's World Happy Holidays.
Yep. You said September 24th, 2002. Yes, like I said, yes, when Salty Secret released on both VHS and DVD at the same time.
Yeah, and it has special guest star Kelly Ripa as the mail carrier.
Oh, that's a cool thing. Cool to have someone's Christmas home media collection. Yeah.
And it says, in this first ever Elmo's World holiday special, Elmo is gearing up to celebrate Christmas. But what present will he give Dorothy, his beloved goldfish? As he searches for an answer, Elmo learns about holidays around the world and discovers the many things that Christmas, Chanukah, and Kwanzaa have in common. Finally, Elmo goes to the North Pole, where Santa has some expert advice about the true spirit of Christmas and the perfect gift for Dorothy.
Yeah, this is the one you're telling me.
Elmo's World
Yeah.
special is approximately 60 minutes. Oh, here's the disc. I really like how it's red with blue writing.
Well, it makes sense to be red. The holiday release. One of the Christmas colors.
Right.
Now, at the
Got
very
that.
beginning of this DVD, it has the FBI warning, the Sony Wonder logo, and then the Sesame Workshop Red Roof Purple House logo, DVD menu, and instead of using the Elmo's World theme from 2000, it instead is a special version of the intro where it has Elmo saying, "It's Elmo's World! Happy Holidays!" And it zooms up to shots of Sesame Street. It's got Snuffy and Zoe sledding occasionally. You could also see Bert and Ernie briefly in that version. And then you fade into like Elmo's house where Elmo is holding up a drawing and he sings Elmo loves his goldfish, his crayon too. That's Elmo's World. And then after he goes fa la la la, the drawing magically comes to life. And then of course we have the start of the episode Happy Holidays, which at first they talk about Christmas, then they talk about Hanukkah, then Kwanzaa.
Yeah, the 3 holidays I like out of those 3 are the best. Are just definitely Christmas.
Yeah.
Even though I'll say this, it reminds me of a Blues episode of Blues Big Holiday. The other friends tell Steve what Hanukkah and Kwanzaa are about, but we all know Christmas. It's about time of being forgiving and caring and.
Next up, now
Yeah.
at the end of this DVD, it has the last few seconds of the special, and then of course we have the And then, of course, we go back to Sesame Street where they sing Jingle Bells at the end, and then we go to the credits. Then the copyright screen in the SesameStreet.com bumper from 2002 to 2007. And, of course, the DVD menu. Now,
We got
next up, we have another DVD that was released on the same day, and that one is called...
Let's see. Which
that one
one
was
will...
also released on September 24th of 2002, and that one is called The Adventures of Elmo and Grouchland Sing and Play.
Like, I was surprised. I thought that was only going to be a VHS release, but apparently I was wrong. Because you know how like some bundles they came with the VHS of this and the actual Elmo and Grouchland VHS, but I think these just came individually when they released them.
Yeah, the VHS was released in 1999.
I mean, they could have just released it in 1999, but I guess Sony didn't want to.
Special bonus includes an episode of Elmo's World.
Which the Elmo's World episode is.
And it says, plus the special visit to Elmo's World to play with and learn all about balls. In fact, this is the series premiere of Elmo's World.
Yeah, they should have released that. Like, I mean, I know they released it before the actual Elmo's World VHS tapes on VHS originally, but I know that this came out on DVD much later. But even if I put this in chronological order in my DVD collection, I say this should be the first one because it includes the series premiere of Elmo's World, simply called Balls.
And here's the deal. This one is blue with red writing, which is reverse of Elmo's World Happy Holidays. Now, at the beginning of this DVD, we have the FBI warning, the Sony Wonder logo, the Sesame Workshop red roof, and Purple House logo. And then after that, there is, of course, the DVD menu. And then after this, we go right to the program. And then after the Adventures of Elmo and Grouchland Sing and Play ends, we go to the end credits, which surprisingly keeps the Children's Television Workshop notice on the DVD. And then it's got the Elmo's World theme from 1998, just like with the Dancing Music and Books release. And then it's got the start of the Balls episode. And then after the Balls episode, at the end it has the last few seconds of the Balls episode, the copyright notice, and then it has the SesameStreet.com bumper from 1998 to 2001 make an appearance. Then we go back to the DVD menu.
And there you go.
I only have one Sesame Street DVD that is released in 2003, and I will go show it for you.
Yeah, and also while you're getting it, Flicka, I was going to explain how Mr. Noodle thing in Elmo's World Balls. Yeah, it's like, Mr. Noodle, how do you play with a ball? Yeah, Mr. Noodle, how do you play with a ball? How do you play with a ball?
All right, next up. This is my only Sesame Street DVD from 2003 that I have, and that is Head to Toe with Elmo.
Head to Toe with Elmo, released on...
January 14th of 2003.
Yep.
I would have guessed, yes, the same day that, I would be correct, yes, Dragon Tales Easy's 1, 2, 3 released on both VHS and DVD at the same time.
It was 2 weeks after. It was 2 weeks before.
Or, okay, before that, okay. I was close. But I thought it would have been cool if they were released on the same day, but it was a few weeks before that.
Well, Head to Toe with Elmo. Although this is from 2003, this contains all 3 episodes from Season 1.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like we mentioned that, something.
And it's got jackets, hats, and shoes.
The shoes episode would be the coolest. Like,
Oh,
I know,
yeah,
like,
shoes
All
look
3 episodes would have Bill Irwin as the original Mr. Noodles, since all 3 of them are from Season 1, as Michael Jeter didn't appear until the 2nd season.
yeah, and also, like, I know one example is when Elmo films with the camera on the TV, and those episodes, so they're from Season 1. I know what would how the shoes one go, Flick? Because I know I like the ones where he films the camera on his TV. Elmo will film a very special video of shoes with this camera.
It's like, that's what shoes do when nobody's wearing them. Nothing!
Well, in real life, they show the monsters of a kid doing his or her shoes tying.
Now the running time is 50 minutes. Here's the disc for Elmo's World head to toe with Elmo. It is the same shade of green as it is for Babies, Dogs, and More.
Like we saw earlier.
Now, at the beginning of this DVD, it has the FBI warning, the Sony Wonder logo, and the Sesame Workshop red roof and purple house logo in the DVD menu. And then when you push the play button, even though all 3 episodes are from season 1, it has the Elmo's World theme from 2000 being used instead of the one from 1998.
Oh, yeah. That's like, yes, we know the Dragon Tales ones.
Probably because this is a later release. That's why the newer Elmo's World intro is used, despite it using episodes from season 1 with the older design.
Yeah.
But if they were to release a complete season 1 box set with all 3 of those episodes, they will use the correct one instead of the one from 2000.
Yeah. But yeah, let's get to the rest of that. Let's do the rest of the opening and closing. I'll explain.
Now, after the Elmo's World theme, we go right to the Jackets episode. And at the end, we have the last few seconds of the Shoes episode, and then, of course, the end credits. And then there is, of course, the copyright date, which incorrectly says 2002 on the copyright date, even though this came out in January 2003. And then it's got the SesameStreet.com bumper from 2002 to 2007 and the DVD menu.
Yeah. And also, like, I'll tell you another Mr. Noodle one. Mr. Noodle, how do you wear a hat? Yeah, Mr. Noodle, how do you wear a hat? And I think there's a funny one. I don't know how Mr. Noodle does it wrong, and then they say, no, Mr. Noodle, that's not how you wear a hat.
I don't think
All right.
What's next?
You show off the Great Outdoors DVD that I don't have, because that is
I got
a Elmo's DVD from 2003, but
Yep, I got it.
yeah, I know something weird happens on the Head to Toe with Elmo's DVD, even though all the episodes are from season 1. It uses the 2000 intro from season 2. Jeremy Barton. Yep. Now, as for the Great Outdoors, this one only contains 1 new episode from season 5, which is Wild Animals. The other 2 episodes are from season 4, which are Fish and Weather.
Fish and Weather. The Fish and Weather ones, I gotta say, like, Dorothy wants to ask someone else. How do you do the weather? Dorothy.
That's not the real question. It was what do you wear when it rains? That's the right question. You got that wrong.
Dorothy, this is what I wear when it rains.
And did you know that in season 5 they used the same animation style of Elmo's World as they did in season 4?
Which is basically the same thing. So yeah.
Yeah. I was like saying, also doing the watches of Dorothy wants to ask someone else. I think about the Wild Animals one. Because Dorothy wants to ask someone else. I think it goes for the Wild Animals one, since it's has a newer one. It's a newer.
Now, what are your thoughts on the gag on which the doorknob for Elmo's closet comes loose and Elmo pulls it?
Kind of funny, but at the same time, I feel sorry for Elmo trying to get it open.
He lands smack face in the head of the door after the knob snaps back at him.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, I go into 5 DVD releases from 2004 of Sesame Street that I have.
You know what?
Okay, at least you get to show yours, Flicka.
So the first one that I'm going to look at came out on January 27th of 2004, and that is Elmo Has 2, Hands, Ears, and Feet.
Feet. And this would release in summer 2004.
January 27th of 2004.
Okay, so a while after, for the next home, less than, you said January 17th?
January 27th.
Oh, January 27th, okay. So less than 2 months before New Friends for Thomas came out on both VHS and DVD, but rest in peace to Michelangelos, but Yeah.
And this one now I'm going to read the description. It says, "Listen closely. It's a finger-snapping, toe-tapping good time. With help from Mr. Noodle, Rosita, Baby Bear, and everyone's favorite goldfish, Dorothy, Elmo finds out all the different things his body can do as he plays patty cake, hops on one foot, wiggles his ears, and more. Whether Elmo and friends are practicing sign language, playing soccer, or listening to music, this Elmo's World video is the perfect place for preschoolers to learn all about their bodies and the world around them."
Yep.
And it has hands, which is from season 3, ears, which is from season 5, and feet, which I should say is either from late season 5 or early season 6, because this episode aired in December of 2003, but it has the same Elmo's World design from 2004 to 2009.
Oh, Alex left. Okay. You were saying, Flicker? Yeah, I'm going to say this one has This is like teaching people about sign language and everything. Sometimes, yeah.
Running time is 50 minutes. Here's the disc.
Mm-hmm.
For Elmo has 2 hands, ears, and feet.
Hands, ears, and feet. Okay. This one he says, Dorothy wants to ask someone else.
It's got this
How do you...
shade of blue writing as The Great Outdoors and Flowers, Bananas, and More DVD discs.
Yeah. And also, like, yes, I'll say this again. Dorothy wants to ask someone else. What do you do with your hands? And the kids say, Dorothy, this is what I do with my hands.
All right, here we go.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah, I had a little trouble, but we're good. All right, go ahead.
Okay, it's okay.
Now, about the feet episode, would you call it season 5 or season 6 due to the design? Elmo's World X Lori Lab 3.0.
For feet, I'd go with season 6 because it has the current stuff. I'm not really sure, but I'm going with season 6.
It's CGI animation of Elmo's furniture.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, the disc for Elmo has 2 hands, ears, and feet is the same shade of blue as the Great Outdoors DVDs, Birthdays, Games, and More, and Flowers, Bananas, and More DVDs, respectively.
Well, I mean, they're different shades of blue, but yeah, they're blue.
Now, at the beginning of this DVD, it has the FBI warning, the Sony Wonder logo, and then it has a Sesame Workshop logo with the red roof and purple house. But it has a byline reading, a non-profit educational organization. And then after that, the DVD menu, and then the Elmo's World theme from 2000 is used, and then we have the start of the Hands episode. And at the end, it's got the last few seconds of the Feet episode, and then of course the end credits, and then of course there is the SesameStreet.com bumper from 2002 to 2007, and the DVD menu.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, pardon me. I'm just thinking about what other things to say. This is a Sesame Street related. Yeah, I think this one YouTuber says he has the Elmo and Grouchland Game Boy Color game, because he says he doesn't really like Sesame Street that much.
Next DVD release is from April 6th of 2004, and that is What's the Name of That Song?
That's a funny one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so April 2004, that was before Thomas Steamy's versus Diesel.
Of 2004.
Yeah. Released before Thomas Steamy's versus Diesel's hit VHS and DVD. And I think I would say before Thomas Season 7 stopped airing on TV in America TV.
This is one of the 2 Sesame Street DVDs that celebrates the 35th anniversary of Sesame Street. The other one being The Street We Live On, which we will look at later.
I don't want to spoil that.
Anyway.
Go ahead, Flip. Take it away.
And it says, "Come on, come one, come all for Sesame Street's 35th anniversary musical gathering. Is there one song the whole world can sing together? Find out when Super Grover embarks on an outrageous mission. There's musical mayhem when Oscar the Grouch gets a song stuck in Big Bird's head. And our yellow-feathered friend begins his own search for someone to help him name that tune. Featuring your favorite friends from Sesame Street, Elmo, Cookie Monster, Bert, Ernie, Kermit the Frog, and more, and with special musical performances by Queen Latifah, Diana Krall, Wayne Brady, Diane Shore, Patti LaBelle, Dennis Graves, and the Dixie Chicks. What's the name of that song? It's a celebration of Sesame Street music and the superhero in all of us. It is 50 minutes long.
Yep.
Now, my copy has the side of a book.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool. I wish I had that edition. Like, yes, you came up with, like, saying when Big Bird explains at the end of the thing.
Now, Elmo's World X Lori Loud 3.0. If this DVD had an Elmo's World episode, which one would you pick after the program?
Well,
How
I'd
about
actually have
the episode from season 1?
Well, what I was gonna say, I was either gonna either pick music or singing, because you know the specials, all that singing and music and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was a close one, but I decided that it would have the music episode, but with Elmo saying, "Elmo, get the door," instead of "buy accordion" when Elmo opens the door.
Okay, I get you. Okay, I got you. There's the disc right
Here's
there.
the disc for what's the name of that song.
And another for the viewers at home.
Now, at the beginning of this DVD, it has the FBI warning, Sony Wonder logo, and then it has the Sesame Workshop Around the World promo with Whoopi Goldberg's voiceover. And then after that, then there's the DVD menu, and of course, there's start of the program. Now, at the end, it would have the last few seconds of the special, and then, of course, the end credits. And then, of course, there is the SesameStreet.com bumper from 2002 to 2007. And this DVD has the Sony Wonder Online bumper after that, before we go to the DVD menu.
Okay.
Next up, I have another DVD that is released on April 6th of 2004, and that one is called...
But while he's getting it, I'm going to say something else about Sesame Street. I'm thinking about getting the other old school Sesame Street volumes 2 and 3 soon. You don't have those, right, Alex?
Oh, no, I don't, but I will soon.
I have the original box set of Old School Volume 1 from 2006, which is a cardboard.
April 6th of 2004 that I have is Sing, Hoot, and Howl with the Sesame Street Animals. Now,
Animals
this
stuff.
was originally released on VHS in 1991 by Random House Home Video, and then released by Sony Wonder on VHS in 1996, and then it got a DVD release in 2004.
I mean, they could have just released it on DVD, as I meant to say VHS. DVD in like maybe 2000, I guess? Or maybe just 2001, just 10 years after it was out on VHS.
Or maybe they could have waited until 2006 to get a 15th anniversary edition of this DVD.
But no, they did it for like just in between those years.
And it says, join the Sesame Street Muppets on a barnyard bonanza of classic songs all about animals.
Pardon me? Yeah, I'm listening.
And it says, come hear the call of the wild as Big Bird leads a musical menagerie in some of the funniest and silliest songs ever. You'll want to sing, hoot, and howl along with these 12 terrific tunes by animals, for animals, and about animals. There's Ernie's Immortal Insects in Your Neighborhood, the timeless Cluck Around the Clock, and many, many more. The Beastly Beat goes on and on with this kooky collection of hits. And then the songs include Old MacDonald Had a Farm, Cow Dog Song, Ba Ba Bamba, Starfish, Insect in Your Neighborhood, I'm an Aardvark, Pig's Love Song, Proud to be a Cow, We Are All Earthlings, Kids, Egg Chicken, and Cluck Around the Clock.
There you go.
Here's a disc for Sing Hoot and Howl, the Sesame Street Animals. It is red. Now, at the beginning of this DVD, basically opens with the FBI warning, the Sony Wonder, and the Sesame Workshop Around the World promos. And then, of course, the DVD menu. And then the Sesame Songs home video logo makes a surprise appearance on this DVD, even though the CTW logo was not shown. And then we go to the program, and of course, after that, at the end, it has the last few seconds of the special, and then the DVD copy that I have goes to the credits, and then it has the fish bubbling, stopping earlier, getting plastered by the SesameStreet.com bumper from 2002 to 2007, then the DVD menu.
Yeah. Also, have you not seen Play With Me Sesame, Alex? I don't think you might like it. I mean, I found it okay.
Yeah, I've seen Play With Me Sesame, and it was all right. It was all right.
The one I like is with Prairie Dawn is with Cookie Monster saying you have to make imaginary cookies.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one.
And like
It
he
was
tries
all
to say,
right.
we eat the cookies, and Prairie Dawn keeps reminding him, "Oh, Cookie Monster, you can't still have them yet." Yeah.
Yeah, we get it. Yeah.
Next up is a 2004 DVD that is released on June 8th, 2004, and that is Elmo's World, Families, Mail, and Fact Time.
Called it.
I don't know why. Maybe they should put the 35th anniversary logo for Sesame Street on the back cover of this one, since this one's also released in 2004, but I guess they didn't.
Yeah, and you said June of 2004. That was before my 6th birthday.
5 days before your 6th birthday.
And yeah, that's what they said. Yeah.
It says, what is the Noodles family dance? Can you guess what Cookie Monster gets in the mail? How many bubbles are in a whale's bath? Discover the answer to these questions and more with Elmo and friends as they explore families, mail, and bath time in 3 exciting new episodes. Elmo's World gives preschoolers the opportunity to learn about the world around him through songs, stories, and guessing games. The Oinker sisters sing a pig ditty. Elmo gets a special delivery, and Ernie serenades Rubber Ducky in the tub. New dances, silly music, and good friends from Sesame Street make it a must-see.
Oh yeah, and any of these episodes, I don't think Elmo films the camera on those episodes either, right?
No, he doesn't. However, he does in Food, Water, and Exercise due to having earlier episodes.
Okay,
That's
because this
right.
one it is just Elmo has mail. Elmo has mail.
Yeah.
What makes sense to be in the mail episode?
Families is from season 3, Mail is from season 5, and Bath Time is from season 6.
Wow, in chronological order of seasons, and like they say, Elmo has mail. Elmo has mail.
Here's the
But they
disc.
still do the
This
TV.
one
Yeah.
is blue with purple writing. They don't use clear discs anymore on
I guess that's the.
DVDs beginning with this one.
At least this
Yeah.
one, it's not easy. It's hard to scratch it because clear discs are really easy to scratch.
How do you know that?
Because like I know that for Thomas Universal re-releases of older Thomas releases, when they re-release them, they just do a clear disc on the front. But it's really easy to get fingerprints on them. But I know with the ones in the CGI or the standard color discs, those are the only way to scratch them is on the back side. Unless a silly kid did that, but like I said, I'm not a silly kid anymore.
Now, at the beginning of this DVD, FBI
Damn.
warning, Sony Wonder logo, Sesame Workshop Around the World promo, DVD menu. This has the Elmo's World theme from 2000, and then, of course, the Start of the Families episode. Even though this was released when the late 2003, early 2004 intro of Elmo's World was already used, it still has the 2000 intro on this DVD. And then after that, we go right into the start of the families episode. And then at the end, we have the last few seconds of the bath time episode with the bath time song. And then the end credits. And then, of course, the Sesame Workshop logo, which has the announcer say, Sesame Workshop, the nonprofit educational organization behind Sesame Street and so much more. Learn more at sesameworkshop.org. This was used beginning with this release and with Elmo's World Opposites being the last one to have it. And in the SesameStreet.com bumper from 2002 to 2007. And then, of course, the DVD menu. Now,
Think we're getting close to the next.
DVD from 2004 to show. And that one is another Elmo's World one.
Okay, it's another Elmo's World one. And yeah, I'm also trying to figure out what's.
Came out on August 3rd of 2004, and that is The Street We Live On.
That's a cool one. I did put the anniversary logo finally.
With the 35th anniversary logo. Like I said, they should have also put that logo on the front in Elmo's World Family's Mail and Bath Time as well. But they didn't. But anyway. Spine. Despite the fact that it's from 2004, it looks like a cover that would be used for a release from 2006 and onward because of Elmo on the spine.
Like, I think this one is like, oh, yeah.
What is Elmo thinking about today? Why, it's Sesame Street. It's an unforgettable adventure as Elmo's favorite Sesame Street friends pay a visit to Elmo's world. The entire cast of Sesame Street is part of the celebration, including Big Bird, Bert, and Ernie, the Count, Cookie Monster, and more. Join in this walk down Sesame Street with Elmo and sing along with a brand new song that celebrates the street everyone knows and loves.
Yep.
This one is 52 minutes. Here's the disc, and this one has Elmo and Grover on the disc. This is the only Elmo's World DVD from Sony Wonder that has Elmo and Grover on the disc, all the way up until Elmo's World Pets, where a Sesame Street character appears on a Sony Wonder release. And at the beginning of this DVD, it's got the FBI warning, Sony Wonder logo, Sesame Workshop Around the World promo, DVD menu, and then the start of Elmo's World, The Street We Live On. And then after Oscar the Grouch says, "What's he feeding her? Spaghetti?" It then page curls into the Elmo's World theme song, which is the one from late 2003, which is like an updated version of the 2000 intro, where the drawer, shade, and television are CGI animated this time.
Wow.
Yeah. So basically, after the Sesame Workshop Around the World promo, we go to the DVD menu, then we go right to the program, and then right after the scene where Oscar asks, "What's he feeding her? Spaghetti?" It then page curls into the Elmo's World theme from late 2003, which is basically an updated take on the 2000 intro. Basically the same thing, but the drawer, door, shade, and television are rendered in CGI animation instead of two-dimensional animation. And then after that, we go right into the start of The Street We Live On. And at the end, we have the last few seconds of The Street We Live On special. And then, of course, the end credits and the Sesame Workshop Around the World promo from 2004. The Sesame Workshop logo from 2004 with the announcer saying, "The nonprofit educational organization behind Sesame Street and so much more." Learn more at sesameworkshop.org. And yes, it has completely different sound effects for the drawer, door, and shade in the Elmo's World intro on this DVD. However, there are occasions where the 2004 intro uses the older sound effects from 2000.
Yeah. Also, may I ask you this, Flicka? Yeah, I know. Pretty sure. Yes. All about faces. Oh, actually, hold on a second.
All right. Next
Freaking
DVD release I have is the only Elmo's World DVD release to come out in 2005, and that is Food, Water, and Exercise.
Flicka, can we take this outside for a sec? My brother texted me, say he's gonna come home.
Sure, Movie and Game Lover 98. You can take it outside.
Okay,
And
well, you guys
want Elmo's World Explorer Lab 3.0.
Yeah, we'll just
So basically, after a couple of years of hiatus, we finally get back to having older episodes of Elmo's World on this DVD, with
which
Food
includes 2
and Water
episodes.
from the first season and Exercise from the second one.
Yep. Pretty sure everybody at home.
Going Elmo as he explores why food, water, and exercise are essential parts of our life. And Apple talks about his family tree. Elmo scuba dives to depths unknown, and you can even join in the exercise by grooving to the bunny hop. With Elmo, your preschooler can learn about foods from around the world, dip into deep water, and stay healthy and strong with exercise. Now, Food and Water would have Bill Irwin as Mr. Noodle, while Exercise would have Mr. Noodle's brother, Mr. Noodle, played by Michael Jader. And Food is one of my all-time favorite Elmo's World episodes.
Yeah, because you've got your channel profile with the food interview, so yeah, that's why. Yep, that's why. Yep.
Here's the disc. This one's green with purple writing.
Yep. There you go, everybody at home.
Now, MRKP 2003, which one would be your favorite episode on that DVD?
For Food, Water, Exercise, I don't know. They're all good, but if I had to choose one, I guess I'd choose Food.
all right, here I am, guys.
Oh, he's back. Cool.
I said I'm actually gonna keep my camera off for the rest of this because I put my jacket on because it's a little chilly outside of my patio.
All right.
Oh.
Now, the running time on this DVD is 50 minutes. Now, basically, this DVD of Elmo's World, Food, Water, and Exercise, it's got the FBI warning, the Sony Wonder logo, the Sesame Workshop Around the World promo, and in the DVD menu, which actually has the Elmo's World theme playing in the DVD menu, even though the other ones released before it were completely silent.
Yeah.
And then when you push the play button, it has the Elmo's World theme from 2000. Now, this is the last Elmo's World release to use the Elmo's World theme from 2000 before each episode begins. Because beginning with the next one, Reach for the Sky, they start to use the late 2003 version of the intro.
Mm-hmm.
And then after the Elmo's World theme, it's got the start of the food episode. Now at the end, it's got the last few seconds of the exercise episode.
Yep.
And then, of course, it's got the end credits and then the Sesame Workshop Around the World promo. The Sesame Workshop logo and with the announcer saying, Sesame Workshop, the nonprofit educational organization behind Sesame Street, and so much more. Learn more at sesameworkshop.org. And you know what is very weird about this DVD is that the copyright reads 2004 in the copyright, even though it's a 2005 DVD release.
Yep.
I don't know why they made that error.
I don't know why either.
And then, of course, there is the Sesame Street.com bumper from 2002 to 2007 and the DVD menu.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's getting close to 11:15 in my area, so I think maybe one more release we could explain, and then I'm gonna leave, probably in a few minutes.
Movie&GameLover98, if that's what you want.
Yeah, it's just one more release for me, because I think it's getting close to 11:15.
Well,
Next up
okay,
is
I see.
one of two Sesame Street, one of two Elmo's World DVDs that were released in 2006.
I knew it.
That is Reach for the
This
Sky.
guy. Oh, shoot. One sec, guys.
You alright there, Alex?
I'm fine. Just one of my DVDs crashed, so we're good. We're
Oh, whoops,
Yeah.
whoopsie daisy.
good. It's fine. It's
Now-
fine. It's no.
This is my only Elmo's World DVD from 2006 that I own.
Besides pets, of course.
Elmo's World Pets I don't have on DVD, but I do have on VHS.
Yep. Good
This
one.
was released on January 31st of 2006, and this one has the episodes Sky from Season 4, Jumping from Season 7, and School from Season 7.
when
Two
the
episodes
video.
from season 7. Yeah.
Now, just like with dancing, music, and books and springtime fun, the episodes are listed out of order.
Exactly.
Again.
Yeah,
Because
in Reach for the Sky, but it goes
episode
jumping,
comes
school, and
first.
sky. That's
And then the school episode's next, and then the Sky episode is the last one.
yeah, that's what I said.
52 minutes. And here's the disc.
With
Orange.
purple writing once again. Wrong way. There we go. Okay. Okay.
Now, at the beginning, it has the FBI warning, the Sony Wonder logo, the Sesame Workshop Around the World promo, and then it goes straight to the Elmo's World theme from late 2003 and the start of the Jumping episode. And at the end, it has the last few seconds of the Sky episode. Then, of course, it has the end credits and the Sesame Workshop logo. And then, of course, the SesameStreet.com bumper from 2002 to 2007. And in the Elmo's World video collection trailer from 2006, which advertises for this DVD and the previous DVD that I already showed you before, called
Food and Exercise. Yeah, Food and Exercise. Yeah, we got it.
Menu, which the DVD menu surprisingly plays an instrumental of the 2004 version of What's the Name of That Song?
Yeah. Along with others like with Doctor, All Star Alphabet, and I think Prince of the Rescue. I'm not sure, but whatever.
I wouldn't say a favorite scene, but my favorite episode with the chickens clucking sound effect would have to be the Farms one. Now, I don't have any more Sony Wonder DVD releases from 2006, but I do have a couple from 2007.
Oh, well.
But
Yeah.
if you want, you can show off the other 2006 release called Pets.
Yeah, I got you, bro. I got you.
Yeah.
Now,
About
for
to
some
leave.
strange reason, this does not have the Sony Wonder logo at the beginning.
Yep.
And it's got
Oh,
Pets from season 3, and then of course Dogs from season 2, and Cats from season 7. And the episodes are listed out of order on the back cover
again.
Yeah.
I mean, it is right, but they decided to just put pets on the bottom for no apparent freaking reason. I swear. I said freak, not just. I'm sorry.
It's all right. Yeah. Yeah, Jeremy Barton. Unlike the street we live on, which uses the correct season 6 theme, Reach for the Sky uses the season 2 theme in the late season 5 intro from like late 2003.
Hold up.
And this also applies with the Pets DVD release.
Right here.
Now, I do have What Makes You Happy, but it is not the Sony Wonder release.
I got you.
All right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave, guys. It's getting close to 11:15. If you guys want to keep going, yeah,
we'll keep going because we only have a few more Sesame Street DVD releases yet to cover before we get through all of them.
That's right.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna go ahead and leave Flicka. So, yeah, thanks for having me on.
So, okay.
Yeah, stick around for the thing tomorrow. You told me about Flicka. So,
all right.
See ya.
Later, man.
Later.
See ya. All right. Anyway, as for What Makes You Happy, this is another DVD that reuses episodes from previous releases with only one new episode on there.
That is right.
Just like with Cats being the only new episode with Pets, Friends is the only new episode on the What Makes You Happy DVD release. The other ones, singing is recycled from Singing, Drawing, and More, and dancing is recycled from Dancing and Books.
Yep. And here's the disc. Okay.
All right. And next one is the 2 TV episode Fun Pack releases from 2007. And the first one is Volume 1 of TV episode Fun Pack. 2 DVDs, 60 minutes each. This contains 2 episodes from the 35th season of Sesame Street. They are the Letter of the Month Club, which is episode 4074, and Furry Red Monster Parade, which is episode 4062. And for the Letter of the Month Club, it says, Telly has just joined the Letter of the Month Club, and he is so excited. Seth Green begins delivering Telly's letters to Hooper's store, where Alan is preparing for a birthday party. Some letters are too loud. Some are too big. Will they ruin the party? Also in this episode, Global Grover returns from Hawaii to explain how children in Hawaii get ready for a hula party. This episode is brought to you by the letter R and the number 18, and it's got the male episode of Elmo's World on here as a bonus.
Yep, right there.
As for the Furry Red Monster Parade one, that includes one of the bonus episodes from the Elmo Has 2 DVD release.
In which case is Fate.
Yes. What if they made TV episode Fun Packs Volume 3 through 5?
Imagine that.
We could have Volume 3 to have 2 episodes on the DVD to have Season 1 episodes of Elmo's World. One of them would be episode 4101 with the balls one, and one of them could be episode 4133 would have the food one. So anyway. And then for Furry Red Monster Parade, it says, Elmo marches through Sesame Street in his very own parade. It is so popular that all of his friends want to join in. But none of them are furry red monsters. Can Elmo find a way to include everyone so the parade can march on? Also in this episode, Grover visits Hawaii and Trinidad and returns home to show off some new skills. And Count watches 6 feet under. This episode is brought to you by the letter F and the number 6.
Yep.
Wow.
Imagine that.
Yeah, I heard that the chicken clucking sounds are heard in the 35th anniversary special of Sesame Street at the beginning. Now, even though the newer Sony Wonder logo is on the back, it still uses the older one at the beginning with the ribbon. And then after this, the Sesame Workshop Around the World promo, and then it has the Sesame Street theme, the seasons 34 to 37 version with Ernie, Big Bird, and Grover.
Okay.
And then we go. Now for disc 1, it has the start of the episode 4074 and Furry Red Monster Parade is episode 4062. And so basically, the feed episode on this DVD for some reason uses an out of sync version of the season 6 theme in the season 6 intro, while Mail correctly uses the season 2 intro and theme.
Right.
Now I'm on to my very last Sony Wonder DVD release of Sesame Street, and it is another TV episode fun pack volume.
Boy.
And it is
Yeah.
TV episode fun pack volume 2.
How about that?
And this one has 3 DVDs with 60 minutes each instead of 2.
Okay.
And it introduces Abby Cadabby, Sesame Street's new Muppet.
Okay.
And the episodes on there are Abby Cadabby Moves to Sesame Street, Elmo and the Seven Dwarves, and Elmo and Zoe's Scientific Exploration. Abby Cadabby Moves to Sesame Street is episode 4109. Whereas Elmo and the Seven Dwarves is episode 4114. And Elmo and Zoe's Scientific Exploration is episode 4099.
Okay.
So, Elmo and Zoe's Scientific Exploration is episode 4099. Anyway, now I'm going to read the description for Abby Cadabby Moves to Sesame Street. There's a new Muppet on the block. It is Abby's first day on the street. Can everyone's favorite fairy in training overcome her shyness and make new friends? Also in this episode, Law & Order Special Letters Unit, and a performance by John Legend with Hoots the Owl. Special guest Kristen Chenoweth stops by Elmo's World. This episode is brought to you by the letter M and the number 4. And it is the Friends episode on there. Now, for Elmo and the Seven Dwarfs, it says Snow White, Amy Sedaris, visit Sesame Street with her dwarves. One by one, each dwarf leaves the group, and soon Snow White ends up with 0 dwarves. Can Elmo save the day for Snow White? Also in this episode, Bert and Ernie sing about circles, and Grover learns how to ride a bike. This episode is brought to you by the letter O and the number 7. And the Elmo's World episode is Penguins.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Now, as for the Friends episode on this DVD, it uses the season 2 theme in the late 2003 intro, while Penguins uses the season 6 one.
Okay.
And then Elmo and Zoe's Scientific Exploration, it says, will Rocco the Rock float? Will a leaf sink? Elmo, Zoe, Telly, and Gordon have fun along the way as they perform simple experiments to find the answers. Also in this episode, Global Grover returns from Nicaragua to explain how bricks are made, and an observant gardener lends a hand to some desperate houseplants. This episode is brought to you by the letter P and the number 15, and it does have the Flowers, Plants, and Trees episode.
Yep, right there.
Now, as I said before, how would you like TV episode volume Fun Pack Volume 3 to have episodes 4097, 4101, and 4133?
Seems all right.
Now, Volume 3 would be one of a few releases in the TV episode Fun Pack to have Season 1 episodes of Elmo's World on there, like balls and food.
Okay.
Now, as with the first volume, the second volume keeps the older Sony Wonder logo. And of course, we only have 3 Genius Entertainment releases of Sesame Street that I know. The first one is a Genius Entertainment reprint of Head to Toe with
I have that. Alright.
Basically,
I got an idea.
it has similar artwork to the Sony Wonder one, but there are more.
Everything's
it's more colored
filled.
in that way.
Yep. Check it out.
Other than that, basically the same episodes despite being reprinted.
Yep.
Apparently, my copy of Springtime Fun has the Sony Wonder case, but has the Warner Brothers disc inside.
Same thing happened to me too.
Well, if you want, you can show what the Sony Wonder disc of Springtime Fun looks like, since I have
Absolutely. Yeah. One sec. Let me just okay, hopefully off. Okay, there we go.
So,
With
I
purple
was
writing.
expecting my copy to look like this, but it turns out it wasn't.
Yep. Turns out his copy. There it is. Looks
All right.
like this. Whew. Man, working on streams, hard work.
All right.
Well, everyone, I hope you're all enjoying the stream so far.
So basically, this next Genius Entertainment release that I have is a Genius Entertainment reprint of Elmo's Potty Time. It was originally released by Sony Wonder in 2006, but this is a Genius Entertainment reprint.
Copy, right.
And it says, potty training can be fun. Create a positive potty time experience for your child with Elmo, Baby Bear, Grover, and other Sesame Street friends in Elmo's Potty Time. This amusing and song-filled DVD teaches children that everyone, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, friends, and even monsters, has to learn how to use the potty. Your child will learn that accidents are okay and that it takes time and practice before he can use the potty on his own. So dance, sing, and laugh as your child learns confidence, building skills, and helpful, healthy habits that will last a lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I haven't seen that many episodes with chickens clucking sound effects, but the only ones that I have seen were from the Elmo's World episodes. So hey, that was the Genius Entertainment reprint, and that one, it opens with the FBI warning, the 2008 Around the World promo with Whoopi Goldberg saying, learn more at sesamestreet.org, and then we go right to the start of Elmo's Potty Time and stuff. And at the end, it's got the end credits, the 2008 Sesame Workshop logo, which is completely silent on this DVD. And then it's got the sesamestreet.org promo from 2008. Then the DVD menu.
I'm gonna see if I can get like a little game.
All right. The next one that I have is a Genius Entertainment reprint of Elmo's World, What Makes You Happy.
Yep.
And I shall compare that to the original print for you guys.
I used to have the original print back in like late 2007 or 2008.
Oh. Weird.
And as for this DVD of Elmo's World, What Makes You Happy, it basically opens with the FBI anti-piracy warning, and then the SesameStreet.org Around the World promo, and then of course the Elmo's World theme from 2004, which uses the season 2 theme and the season 6 intro. And then of course there is the start of the Friends episode, and at the end it has the last few seconds of the dancing episode. And then, of course, the end credits with a Tickle Me Elmo music video from the Friends singing and dancing episodes in the credits. And then there's a copyright notice, and then a silent version of the 2008 Sesame Workshop logo, and, of course, the SesameStreet.org promo from 2008, and the DVD menu. I think this chicken sound effect is from another sound effects library, I believe. MRKP 2003. Now we go into 3. Now we go into 2 Warner Brothers DVD pieces of Sesame Street that I have.
Okay.
And it might be an unknown chicken sound effect, but anyway, this DVD from 2010 that I have is this one of the 2 Warner Brothers DVDs that I have is called The Best Pet in the World. And it says, who is the best pet on Sesame Street? Is it Zoe's pet rock Rocco or Telly's hamster Chucky Sue? Could it be Elmo's fish Dorothy or Baby Bear's parrot Ralphie? Find out when Maria helps the friends settle the issue. Cookie Monster knows the best letter is the letter B, and special guest BB King agrees with a song. The music keeps coming when Big Bird and Snuffy sing about how they solved the problem, and then Big Bird is off on a journey to Ernie. Don't miss Elmo's World Bath Time, also included.
Which could have had pets, because, yep, right there.
Here's the disc. It opens pretty much the same way as the other, some of the other releases. It's got the FBI anti-piracy warning, then the Sesame Workshop Around the World promo, and the DVD menu, and then of course there's the Sesame Street theme with the title card reading episode 4058. And then at the end, and then basically the Elmo's World theme has the season 6 theme during the intro with the new sound effects and stuff, and it has the start of the bath time episode. And at the end, it's got a Trash Gordon segment at the end. And then, of course, the end credits. And then the 2008 Sesame Workshop logo, but with the music playing. And then there's, of course, the SesameStreet.com bumper and the DVD menu. My point is, they could have released that episode as one of the episodes in the TV episode's Fun Pack releases by Sony Wonder, and they really just didn't use it. And there's only one more Sesame Street DVD that I have left.
Alright. Drum roll, everybody.
And that is Big Bird's Wish.
Alright. Big Bird's Wish. Alright. Good one.
And it says,
Fine, of course.
Big Bird is looking for someone to play with, but Alan, Maria, and Gordon are too busy doing boring grown-up things. Big Bird wishes that the adults could be just like kids, and with the help of his fairy god person, Big Bird's wish comes true. Now they're having fun playing together, but everyone on Sesame Street is wondering where the adults are. Will they remain kids forever? Wishing for more? With Ernie and his little cousin Ernestine, Cookie Monster, and the Count, fun is just around the corner. Also included, Elmo's World Firefighters. I don't know why they chose the Firefighters episode on this Big Bird's Wish DVD. Shouldn't they have? Maybe they should have used a different episode like the Families one instead. Because the Firefighters one doesn't seem to make any sense for it.
I don't know.
Now, before the Elmo's World ones, in case you missed them, I also showed the Sony Wonder editions of Sesame Street's 25th birthday, a musical celebration, Elmo Palooza, Do the Alphabet, the 1, 2, 3 Count with Me, the Best of Elmo, the Great Numbers game, the Alphabet Jungle game, kids' favorite songs, the first Elmo's World DVD, Dancing Music and Books, which I'm sorry you couldn't see that one, kids' favorite songs too, and of course the Elmo's World Wild Wild West special. And yeah, so that was well, everybody, that's all the Sesame Street DVDs that I have. And I guess I will see you guys later. Someday down the road we might have a Q&A, but anyway.
You never know.